Evening. How are you all there? Am I alright? Honestly not. No, I'm still not overly alright. I'll go to cam only mode actually. Hence why I'm doing this thing now, because I'm still not all right. I'm going to turn that music down a little actually. So yeah, Friday night happened, didn't it, folks? And from the sort of the answers that were coming in and stuff, I snapped, I suppose, is what you could say. And the rest of that game of Redacted was not fun. I still got through it, not particularly happy with things, but I still got through it and then called the stream off after that. Didn't do All Clued Up after that. I have received since then. I've received apologies from 3 people that were making those comments, or not really comments. They're just answers that just took me the wrong way, and I've accepted those apologies. Those that did send me a message. Though it did lead on to something a little more problematic for me. Something a little more problematic. Which does affect the community at large. Honestly, it does affect the community at large. So I and ahed whether I wanted to actually talk about this here right now. There's only 2 people actually that know probably what I'm about to talk about. One being one of the affected parties that actually has caused all of this to happen, and my kind of breakdown over the weekend, because I was sort of mulling everything over, and the more I mulled on it, the worse things got. So one of the affected parties, and I've also talked to someone else that would potentially be affected by all of this going around as well. Now, I obviously can't say for certain if it's happening on my streams or not, but given the way that one person replied back to me in the DMs, it sounds like it is happening, and I could probably surmise that it is happening, but I couldn't obviously prove otherwise. So there's been a fair amount of disguised mockery of players, of watchers, of just people within the community on the streams, etc. Which I only really noticed when, over the past couple of months or so maybe, that I've been sort of lurking around, not really actually participating in voice chat, but just lurking around in the voice chats of Topper streams and on Ben's streams, because our communities are basically one big circle by this point, so what happens in one kind of happens in the others. And I was just lurking in those voice chats and watching along what was going on stream. And it just was not nice seeing the combination of the two things. Like, if you saw just one element of it, like if you were just in the voice chat or if you were just in the Twitch chat, you probably wouldn't be able to put two and two together. But there is an amount of humour at the expense of others, is probably the best way to describe it. Where there's stuff happening in the vocalized channel and they're talking about things that are happening in the Twitch channel, and then someone will elect to post something in Twitch chat to the effect of essentially laughing at them with the post they're making. Now, those in Twitch chat exclusively have no idea that that's the sort of the backhandedness of that message. They might be genuinely thinking that there's someone wanting to interact with them directly in Twitch chat. That's not the case. They're actually being used as the butt of a joke without really being aware of that. They might have the mental awareness to possibly figure out that that's what's happening, but you have to be damn clever to do that unless you were in both parts at the same time. And yeah, just seeing that happening is just not on. And that, tied with all of this happening with Redacted, and then on Saturday watching back previous episodes of Redacted to see if it's the same group of people basically doing X, Y, and Z, and it is, kind of really wound me up. Tie that into the fact that no one else has seemingly picked up on this, or no one else has come forward to talk about it. But it has had to require me to personally actually do the investigation myself to figure out what the hell's going on. When, you know, I try to be an open book, I try to be as approachable as possible. You could easily DM me if you have a concern about anything, or we've got moderators to talk to them, and I would presume that moderators, I would have thought that they would have been savvy enough to notice this, to pick up on this fact, but apparently not. So when I had that happen, when I kind of came to that mindset of even the moderators didn't notice this or didn't want to mention this. I don't know if it's one or the other. I can't say for certain. It added even more sourness to everything that was happening that weekend. Then tying that into another thing happening over that weekend with some of those affected parties, with a thing I'm not going to mention, don't worry, I'm not going to mention, but they know the thing that I'm talking about, that I decided to back out of. Deciding to do that was not a good fun thing either. And another thing happened Monday night that added even more sour grapes to things. More out of jealousy from my side of things, I will admit. It's been great to see more of the community on Only Connect, though it is sour in the knowledge, for me at least, that originally me, Jack and Sam put in an application for Only Connect a year or year and a half ago now. I can't remember the time now. That one didn't get through. But yeah, to see Jack and Samster on without me, that didn't help matters over that weekend plus Monday. It was not good times. And I'm wishing them the best of success for Only Connect, I really am, but does sting. Does sting that I could have been in a situation to be on a game show that I really like, but that's slipped by the wayside there. I could probably apply as a solo player in future series, maybe. That's probably all I can do, because all the stuff that happened over the weekend essentially eliminated anyone who I could trust. Like, the number of people that I can actually properly trust right now, I can count on one hand. That's not a good place to be in. That's just not a good place to be in. But that is where my mind is right now with everything. Is I just don't know. Everyone is saying you should get more help to do this, that, and the other, so that you're not stressed about stuff. And then things like this come around, and people who I would trust to do the thing aren't doing the thing. Yes, I appreciated it. It was all volunteer work. I absolutely appreciate that. It's never been a thing that I've not been aware of. I know that people are doing this in their free time. But equally, I'm doing this in my free time. I have a full-time job. I have bands that I dep in over the weekend. This is ultimately a part, a hobby for me to do this stuff. It's just so happened that I've done it on a very regular basis for 4.5 years now. And it's nice getting some money out of it, but the money isn't actually that much that I get at the end of it, because a lot of it goes towards server costs, goes towards paying for pretzel music, which I can't have on the VODs anymore because Twitch's rules are so stupid. It goes towards Seshbot in Discord, so that you can schedule things whenever you want to do. It goes towards Discord Nitro, so you get better audio quality in the voice calls. There's a lot that I give out, and there's not a lot that I ask for. And the imbalance got to me over the weekend. So much so that at one point I even considered just saying this was the last season of Quiz Night. Don't know if I'd ever make it to the end of the season, but potentially this is the last season. Was a thought I had on my mind. I just thought, I can't be dealing with this shit anymore. Just finish it and do what you want to do. Because I do still hold on to that tenet of if I don't enjoy the thing, then don't bother doing the thing. It's not worth doing. At the moment, I'm still in reflection on what I want to do. I can't say for certain if that is the outcome that will happen, but I am in a reflective mood at the moment, And who's to say? All I can suggest is just be kind to each other from this point onwards. Don't be an ass. Be kind to each other. Don't try and make this a place that I don't want to be at anymore. Don't make this a place that other people don't want to be at anymore. Be warm, be welcoming, be inviting. And enough of the mockery. Please. If not for my sake, but for their sake. Yes, again, I'm not taking anything from that. That's entirely on you from this point onwards. Whatever happens to the season kind of is dictated by how the community responds going forwards. If it continues to suck, the season ends. If it if it starts to turn around, then I could maybe look into future seasons. Yeah, I didn't know if I actually wanted to say any of this or not, and I didn't have any sort of script in mind. This is just free flowing off of my head what I was thinking about. So the cohesive argument of this is absolutely, definitely not a thing. But I hope it made at least some sense. Even if you have no idea what I've just talked about, I hope it made some sense. And for those that know a bit more about what I'm actually talking about, talk to me. I don't know if I want to accept certain apologies or not, but at the very damn least, just talk to me. I am a human after all. Anyway, I apologise. Again, I'm giving here rather than taking, but I do apologise to a good number of you that this doesn't affect at all. And I apologise for the sort of the downer that this is brought on, but it needed to be said because I wasn't in a good place for a few days, and it does affect the community going forward. So it needed to be said sooner rather than later. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to settle myself and try and get myself ready to host a wonderful game of Relativity by Bassoonist. Go and get yourself a drink or whatever you need to do, and I'll catch you in a couple of minutes' time to get this quiz boat back up into space, and hopefully we can have a nice time tonight and not have to worry about all that shit that I just talked about. Alright, see you in a bit. Relativity! See, I could just put the fake laugh on and the fake funny face and everything. It's almost like I'm an actor. I'm really not though, but yeah, you can see how easily I can suddenly transform from being an absolute dick to this. It is host mode bash. It very much is, because I'm only like this on streams normally. I'm not like this over even on stage when I'm playing music and that. I'm not like this. But it is still genuinely me. It's just me turned up to like a factor of 20. It's weird. I will say it's a very weird, jarring thing to go suddenly from this to this. I appreciate that fact, but it's all very valid, all that I said earlier. Anyway, welcome to Relativity, and thank you to Bassoonist for tonight's game of Relativity. This, I believe, is Bassoonist's maiden pack over here on Quiz Night. He has, I think, produced a pack over on Topper's side of things already, but this is the first on Quiz Night. It has been proofed by Arun, and I have been assured that Arun has had to do a lot of manual counting in some of the pack here, so enjoy the questions that you're going to be seeing tonight. If you'd like to play, all you need to do is enter in the room code of QVQZ. QVQZ is the room code to enter in to play, and that will be the room code throughout our entire game this evening. So even if you join in late, you can still join in with that room code. You may have also noticed, and I'm going to leave it on for the entire stream, I've taken the alerts off. I've just paused them for the stream tonight. Mainly because that sometimes leads into the sort of getting in the way-ness of things for me on stream. Particularly things like I'm about to say a thing on stream, and then text-to-speech just does it for me instead. Matt. Those can sometimes get to me if I'm not in the right mood. So, yeah, just bear that in mind, Matt. But yeah, I just wanted to just take them off just in case they distracted things for this evening's stream. But I will acknowledge them at the very least. So thank you, JB, for the 100 bits. Thank you, Matt, for the 50 months at tier 3. Appreciate that. Here's an unusual idea. Let's do quizzing stuff. I know, right? Let's actually do that. That's a lot of months as well, Matt. Thank you very much for the big 5-0 subs there at tier 3. Yeah, thank you for the 100 bits there, JB. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's certainly a downer to listen to if you're only partially interested in Quiz Night, only really here for the quizzing and not actually me. Then it probably is just like it's a Debbie Downer move. But you're supposed to be here for me. That's kind of the primary idea, is that I am the talent on display. You are here to enjoy the talent. It's just all of the software happens to be associated to me. And all the quiz stuff is written by other people within the community, so I don't really have much to talk about the actual quiz content. Just the way it gets presented on stream. Also 52 months, an entire deck of cards from Mr. Connor M27. Thank you very much, Connor, for the 52-month resub. I hope you're doing well out there. Good to see you once again. And also thank you to the follows of Zampa, Captain Dax, and bbq.gov as well over the weekend. Thank you for those follows, and also to Quarren Stream, who gave me a shout out. Well, thank you very much, Lee. I hope you're doing well over there, over on the other side of the pond. You probably can't even hear me right now, but I hope you are doing well, Lee. I might need to look to see and getting one of those plushies, because my god, that looks so adorbs. It absolutely looks so adorbs. Also, might need to get a second one, because I need a present for my nephew, and that might be a really cute thing to have to give to a nephew. So I might have to get two. One for me and one for Elijah. Speaking of which, I've just messaged my brother to see if I can head down their way and say hi to little Elijah, and and see how they're doing. It's really weird saying nephew. It really is super weird, only. But also incredibly weird to think of my parents as actually being grandparents now, and also thinking of my grandparents as being great grandparents now. There was a time that I remember great grandparents of mine still alive while I was about. I got up to about the age of 7, I think, until the last of the great-grandparents unfortunately passed away. But I was certainly aware of them and had visited them on a couple of occasions. But now to be in the situation where now, I'm sort of up a level on the family ladder, as it were. And so are they, and so are my grandparents, now up to great-grandparents. Because that's the first child of that generation now of the family tree. So it's the first time now that everyone is now shifted up a gear. Nothing will ever be the same. I'm guessing that's very much the case, Pop Bram, and I really have no idea what I have in store as being an uncle to a nephew, but it's a thing, I suppose. It's very much a thing. You never knew your great-grandparents, but both your grandmas are in their 90s. Okay. So my grandparents to me, just to add clarification, they are late 80s, early 90s now. So they would have been... Yeah, they would have been 70s around the time that great-grandparents were still around. So yes, that's all of that. You still can't get used to Uncle Alex. 10 years in February, and you're still not used to it. You've been uncle for 10 years only. Oh my god, that's quite impressive. Puts my 2 weeks to shame. But yeah, I will have to try and get used to the whole idea of being an uncle now. But here, right, you don't need to care about my family right now. Only I need to care about my family right now. All you need to care about is quizzing time, courtesy of Bassoonist. Are we ready? Let's get on with the game, and let's launch! That's what I get for waffling. Round 1 is general relativity. So in this round, we're going to give you a statement about a fact. However, the number in the statement might not be correct. It's your job to identify whether that number should be lower, equal, as in the same, or higher than what we say. And if you are correct in your assessment, then you will get yourself some points. Exactly 500 for each correct response you give me in this round. As a reminder, preferably whisper to Quizbot 3000 if you can, though if you're in mobile land or the cellular world, I appreciate that the mobile app is terrible. So you can use public chat and the bots will delete your message away when you do that. You can use the, you say less, equal or more. You can use L or E or G, or I think F even for fewer. You can use the less than symbol, the equal symbol, or the greater than symbol. Any of those combinations of letters will work as a response on these questions. Your job is, again, just identify whether the number in the statement is lower, equal to, or higher than what we say. If you're ready, here comes your first statement to consider. And let's get the token bassoon question out of the way. On most Fox brand bassoons, the most common brand of bassoon, that is, there are 3 keys for your left thumb. Now, 3 keys, is that lower, equal, or higher? And there are all your combinations in chat. L lower, less, F fewer, E equal, equals, G greater, H higher, less than symbol, equal symbol, greater than symbol. All of those should work. Okay, we've accepted your answers. Let's see where you've gone. Okay, we have 6 believing fewer than 3 keys, 8 believing higher than 3 keys, and 15 saying equal to 3 keys. Now, I must say, I'm not actually familiar with the keywork of a bassoon. I'm somewhat aware of how the keying works on saxophones and sort of by extension clarinet, because they're somewhat similar. But bassoons is completely an unknown for me. I have no idea. Though I have the information in front of me, so I could easily tell you that the correct answer is... it is higher at a total of 9 keys to use for your left thumb. I have a trumpet. I have a key for each finger. It's much simpler. Much simpler life when you just have 1, 2, and 3. 9 keys for that! God. I know that the saxophones, they will have next to one of their thumbs like octave keys, so you'll get like 1, 2, 3, like 3 keys potentially out of just the octave key stuff. But bassoons, they go absolutely hell for leather with a total of 9. Though some high-end models do have up to 10, according to this factoid. Beginner models have 8, high-end models have 10, so on the average they have 9, but certainly greater than the 3 that we offered you. These keys are crucial to making the bassoon's 3.75 octave range possible in both ends of the pitch spectrum. So yeah, 9 keys just for your left thumb. Well done to 8 of you, scoring some points there. 500 points for getting that one solved properly. Now, that's the bassoon question out of the way. We are done with anything relating to bassoons. But I think Bassoonist has a few other things they're interested in, so let's continue on. Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, and a further 7 games make up the Wii series of Nintendo Wii games. Lower, equal, or higher? Note we are considering only Nintendo Wii titles. So we are not considering Wii U. That might have the title of Wii at the front of it. Though those, I believe, actually have Wii U at the beginning of their name rather than just Wii. You get me? Wii? D'accord. Let's see where you gone. Okay, only 3 believe there are more than another 7 games. So if we sort of count Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort in there, total of 9 games in the series. 3 believe there are more than 9 games in the Wii series. 14 think that's the right number. 13 believe there are fewer than a total of 9 games, which is 7 plus those 2 we mentioned. So, the full list includes the aforementioned Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. That's 2 so far. Then there's Wii Play Motion, Wii Party, Wii Fit Plus, Wii Chess, which is only released in Europe, and Bassoonist's favourite, Wii Music, because he has a world record speedrun type in it. So the total of games additional is 7. There are additional 7 games to the ones mentioned, so a total of 9 in the Wii series of games. 14 of you went the right way. Well done, getting yourself 500 points for that. How do you speedrun Wii Music? It's a good question. I haven't had a look into that, but it's a damn good question. Though, you know, it doesn't stop people from speedrunning like Guitar Hero titles and things like that. So, you know, it's just mashing through the menus and doing the absolute bare minimum you can. Didn't Alan Neely just do a video on this? No, did he do a video on this? His most recent video was his Instagram Q&A thing. The one previous to that was talking about the touring mentality, I think it was. Anyway, we'll just continue on. He did the speed limit video. Of course, the speed limit video. Yes, that. So yeah, that does compare Guitar Hero in a sort of vein of a theoretical limit to the speed of music, but that's not the same as speed running. in the same sense anyway. I'm just going to stop waffling, shall we? Continue on to question 3? Yeah, let's do that. The full name of Llanfair PG, fictionally known as that Welsh town with a really long name, has 15 L's. Lower, equal, or higher? Sorry, Llangfire. I can't say it. I really can't say it. But it's got a lot of L's, is all I know. But how many L's is enough? So, 20 believe there are fewer than 15 L's. 5 believe that is the right number of L's. And 4 believe that there are more than 15 L's. Now, JB saying this was a Wheel After Dark puzzle, so presumably you must know the letter breakdown then. Well, let's find out then. Cut to Bradley Walsh saying it. Llanfair PG, that's all you need to say, really. The correct answer is... it is lower at 11 L's in the full expanded name of Llanfair PG. So, yes. That you just have to take my word for it. Of course, translates to the Church of Mary in the hollow of the White Hazel near the Fierce Whirlpool and the Church of Silio by the Red Cave. They changed their name for the publicity in the 1880s because it's not actually that is their real the sort of the real name isn't the really long one, but anyway, there's just a lot of L's. 11 of them, and 20 of you went the right way. Nearly 69% nice. I suppose if we round up to the nearest integer, it is. Well done, 20 of you, getting 500 points. Continuing on then, after our brief visit into Wales, continue to question... number 4. If it was an adult male, I would find 32 permanent teeth if I were to look a gift horse in the mouth. Lower, equal, or higher? I mean, never look a gift horse in the mouth, as the saying says, but if you were to look at a gift horse in the mouth, how many teeth? So we say 32 permanent teeth. But let's see what you think. Slightly more even here, though we've got a actually, the percentages are really even. We've got 25% on lower and higher, and 50% on equal. It's not exactly super split, but it's a very, very lovely distribution, it must be said. So, so if you split you right down the middle, then we've got a lovely distribution going on. But, yeah, 50% equal and 25% each on lower and higher. So not entirely sure how many permanent teeth there are in a gift horse's mouth. But the answer is... it is greater at 40 permanent teeth. So, yes, males typically have 4 canines, which erupt from the top jaw at around 4 to 5 years old, and can be long and sharp, which can do damage to the mouth if they get out of hand. But yes, total of 40 permanent teeth as an adult male. And 7 of you went the right way. Congrats, getting 500 points. Yes, 40. They have a lot of teeth, not a cats. They have a lot of teeth. I swear you knew 32 teeth from somewhere. Maybe that's humans. Through our lifetime? Yeah, something like that. But yes, 40 for a horse is what we're looking for. Right. 2 more questions left in this round. Let's continue on to statement number 5. Question number 5. Taco Bell has been serving its Mexican-inspired food since 1962. Lower, equal, or higher? Lower in this case means earlier. Higher means sooner or more recent. Just for clarification of how we're doing the years here. Lower means a lower number, therefore earlier in time, and a higher number means a higher number, meaning closer to modern era. 1962. 1 year before my dad and my mum were born. I don't know, actually. I mean, I don't really know much of Taco Bell. They only really came over to the UK in the last few years or so. But they've been a staple over in the US for a while. Where do you think? So 4 saying lower than 1962, 7 saying higher, and 16 believe that's the right year that we were talking about. You had a burrito and it was fine, says Topper. Yeah, I don't think our Taco Bell is like, amazing, but then equally I don't think Americans Taco Bell is all that amazing. It's just like serviceable burrito food. But who knows? That's where you've gone. 1962 the year. Is that the year? It is the year. 16 of you went the right way. Yes. Glenn Bell, what the hell name that is? Glenn Bell opened the first Taco Bell in Downey, California, 8 years after his first fast food initiative. All the F's in there. Bell's Drive-In and Taco Tia, that was indeed a long time ago, back in 1962. And JB, you don't go to Taco Bell, you end up at Taco Bell. That definitely sounds like a the drunkard's route home, let's put it that way. But 16 of you went the right way, getting 500 points on that question. And we have one final question for you in this round. Have a look at this. In the classic baseball comedy sketch, Who's on First, by Abbott and Costello in the film The Naughty 90s, the words who and whose are said 26 times. Lower or equal higher? And please pay your respects to your proofer, who had to watch this sketch on half speed with a tally counter twice in order to get the exact value. Comedy has been ruined. Let's see where you've gone. So only one player believes who was said exactly 26 times. 9 believe who was said fewer than 26 times. And 19 believe who's on first was, at least more than 26 times in the sketch. Arun's definitely watched it with one of those clicky counting. Yeah, I know the exact ones you mean, Oni. I really want to get one of those, actually. I suppose just for the tactile kind of aspect to it. Don't know what that says about my my neurological dispensation. Anyway, what do you think? Correct answer is... It is higher at a total of 44 times that who or whose is said in the sketch. Yes, and if you're not familiar, the sketch is the players on the team have names like who, what, and I don't know among players. And Costello thinks that Abbott, the manager of the team, doesn't know his players' names, and Costello keeps accidentally mentioning other players' names with his questioning. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Who's on third? Etc. etc. 19 of you went the right way, getting 500 points. And at the end of round number 1, let's have a look at the leaderboard. Just Aaron and MePG yet to get off the mark, but plenty of time in the game yet to get off the mark, and there's still loads of points on offer. In the lead is Mr. Topper One Gaming, getting the perfect first round with 3,000 points. Then it's Itogi and Puzzledon getting 5 of 6 on 2,500. Quite a few on 4th place there. Then Lots getting 3 out of 6 and a couple with 2 out of 6. Just Oren and Sphera getting 1 out of 6, but again, plenty of time to catch up in this game. Stop the cows, etc., etc., says Topper. I'm afraid we do have more quizzing to do, so you're just going to have to sit tight. You liking this pack? Well, there's definitely more of it to play, so let's move on to round 2, which is ranged relativity. So now we give you the chance to give me some numbers. Yeah, you know, remember that game, Shot in the Dark, that we keep doing at the end of streams? Yeah, that one. It's that. I give you a question, you give me a number that you believe is the right answer. Though, obviously in Shot in the Dark, we just say whoever's closest gets all the points. This case, the closer you are to the correct answer, the more points you can get. If you are the furthest one away, you get 0. If you're the closest, you could get somewhere up to 1,000. If you can get it absolutely on the nose in the time allotted, then you can get the full 1,000 points on offer for the question. So it's not about necessarily knowing the answer absolutely, right down to the single digits, but about getting a decent enough guess versus everybody else to score as bigly as you can. And I did use that word, bigly. So if you're ready, here comes question number 1. Here comes the sports ball, everyone. Since the 1993 to 1994 season, how many own goals have been scored in the Premier League? No one really talks about them, but they do exist. Answer between 200 and 1,200 own goals across the entire Premier League since 1993 to 1994 season. That one guy, you need to give me another answer. You gave me an answer out of range. That one was better. And that is time. And if you are late joining the stream, you can join the game by entering the room code QVQZ first, and then you'll be able to answer after that and score yourself some dukes. So, let's see what you have answered. Nice range of answers here. Smallest one we got is Midget on the Internet on 250, KJars with 280, Lingo with 300. We have Trip 4s from Ralph. We've got a 500 even in the middle there from Topper, a 666 from Cetra. Our biggest guess is Matt, going with a 900 and nice 969. Now Matt is a football ref, if you don't know out there, so he's probably think is probably decent thoughts about how many own goals are really scored per season. It is the largest by quite a considerable margin versus everybody else. But is he right? Let's find out, shall we? I mean, you were the closest out of everyone, Matt. 1,092 own goals from 1993 to all the way up to 2023. So well done, Matt. Even you underestimated by a little bit. Yeah, 1,092 own goals through all of that time. That is indeed not very premier of them, but that's what you get. Matt the ref, congratulations, getting the most points out of everyone. 854. That is a massive jump down to second place there, with Mark second best guess on 594, and then BC 534. We're getting into like double digit values, which we normally don't see much of. Midget on the Internet, unfortunately, you were the furthest away. You thought too highly of all the players throughout all the years, unfortunately. Getting nothing on that one, but plenty of time to catch up still. And yes, Everton is the team with the most own goals scored, which is a total of 59. Well done, Everton. Aston Villa, though, not far behind with a total of 54 own goals so far from 1993 up to current day. Richard Dunn holds the record for most own goals by a single player in a PL career with a total of 10 own goals. So well done, Richard Dunn. 10 own goals. That's just... Why do you even bother? That's what I said at the end of the Friday stream. Why do I even bother? Anyway, we will continue on. We're not going to keep dwelling on that now, Ashley. We're having good times, good vibes. Moving on to question number 2. Here it is. That's true, they are being paid still. They're very much the mainstays of modern Marvel movies, but IMDb lists how many different feature films are starring Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris Pratt. Answer between 3 and 300. And for those wandering out there, if a certain film contains 2 or 3 of them on the same billing in the same movie, then that movie is only counted once. We don't double count or triple count the Chris's. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't change the number too much. Chris is on Infinite Earths. Crisis SQL. Oh, goodness me. Getting the SQL statement right for the count would be well, actually it's not that terrible, but you do have to consider that fact. It's always something you often forget about. Okay, all the Chris's, Hemsworth, Evans and Pratt, how many films? How do you whisper? There you go. Thank you, Pop Ramen, for giving the little command there. Yeah, you can either find Quizbot 3000, click on the name, go to the whisper window, or do /w or /whisper, the name of the account you want to whisper, and then your answer you wish to whisper. But if you're on mobile, it is obviously a bit harder to do. So if you are on mobile, you can use public chat, and it just deletes your message. That's the only thing it really does. K-Jars with the lowest guess of 15. That one guy with 46. We got a couple on 90. Lottie Bus and BC on 90. Tadara and Itogi 169. And Mark with the biggest guess of 210. Quite a wide range once again. No massive outliers though, so let's find out. The correct answer is... $97! Cascadia, you were off by just 1, meaning you're going to be scoring the greatest out of all, getting 991 for that guess. Congratulations. Then it was Luludu with 973, Connor 956. Mr. Vertigo not too far behind there, 947. Mark, unfortunately, your guess was the furthest away, meaning you are scoring absolutely nothing in this case. But as I say, there's still plenty of opportunities to score. For your reference out there, Hemsworth has 29, Evans has 42, and Pratt has 34, so would be a grand total of 105, but discounting duplicate or triplicate counts, you're going down to a total of 97 across all 3 Chris's, with a distinct count, as Theory is saying in SQL. Lovely. So there you go. There's the wonderful count of Chris's. But now we shall continue on to count... Oh, we're actually going to be counting something else, actually. I was about to say something that possibly would have spoiled it, so I'm not going to say the thing that was about to spoil it. Moving on to question number 3. If I was challenged to write as many UN member states as possible in the shortest time, I'd use members with 5 or fewer letters in their name. How many are there that follow that? Answer between 15 and 65. How many UN member states have names that are 5 or fewer letters long? And welcome to the game, Mill. Appreciate you joining in. Hope you're doing well this evening. So yeah, we didn't use the word country here. We just sort of jumped straight to the by country we mean definition that we keep talking about from Pointless et al. So yeah, UN member states with a name 5 or fewer letters long. How many do you think? So obviously there's not the biggest range here, so we can kind of see distinct numbers. We've got a minimum guess of 15 from that one guy. Matt's going 19. Then we've got like 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2. We skip 33 for some reason. Then 34, 35. Then we jump up a bit to 40, 42, 45. And our biggest guess is 50 from Sophia. Very interesting that we jump over 33. Because you know what the answer is? Yes, 33. We did a count up and we somehow still missed the answer. You know, I thought you were going to do so well, get up to 33, but you somehow managed to miss the answer and jump it. You couldn't write that. So Puzzle Dad, Gatekeeper, Lingo, and Oren all one either side of the mark there, getting 944 points. Then it's Lottie vs. Togi, ADB, just 2 off the mark. Not a cat, then the next 3 off the mark, etc. Down, down, down you go. Unfortunately, that one guy, you were too far away with your guess of 15, scoring nothing for that answer. Yeah, I suppose this is sort of the anti-wisdom of the crowds. So yes, the letter C, which which is where I was going with that initially, was the Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth all beginning with C. I was about to say, and here's something more with C, and then realised that's actually nothing to do with the question other than it might give you an idea of some potential answers, so I didn't want to spoil it. But yes, the letter C has the most nations with 5 letters or less, being Cuba, Congo, China, Chile, and Chad, all counted there. So 5 C countries that are 5 letters or fewer in the UN member states list. Yes, 32 to 33, the correct answer. There are all the points. How on earth we managed to work around the answer there? That is, considering that we've hit the answer on the nose in Shot in the Dark 3 times already, and we had so much opportunity there because such a small range of potential answers, and you were counting them up, and we still skipped over it. I find that absolutely fascinating. There has to be like real statistics science to talk about this, but who cares? We've got quizzing to do. So moving on to question number 4. In centimetres, how long is Medusa, the world's longest snake in captivity, according to a 2011 Guinness World Record? Oh, yay, we're back to the Guinness World Records. Answer between 555 and 888. It's my public enemy number 1, the Guinness World Records. If you've seen that one YouTube video talking about Tommy Tallarico, the oof sound, and his Guinness World Records, then you'll know why I don't really have much of an affinity with seeing Guinness World Record questions anymore, because they're a load of bullshit. They're basically a case of, have you got $10,000 that you want to waste on getting a certificate? Cool! Here you go. Here's a certification of a thing that probably isn't true, but you paid to make it true. Hey-o. Not that I'm bitter or anything. I'd love the $10,000. Let's see where you've gone. Okay, so we're just ignoring the 555 entirely, going all the way up to 666 for too many to bother counting. JB Clive, Ralph Itogi, Milk Like Matt, Gatekeeper, Luludu, and Saphira. So a total of 9 going with the 666. And then, we've also got some 669s for Puzzle and Oni. And Tadaru, Nodacat, Cetra, DMC, and Cascadia doing 5 777s. We're doing a lot of duplicate numbers here. Our biggest guess is AJB with 854. So a lot of you thinking 666 here. Well, let's find out. The correct answer is yeah, he should have gone one higher. It's nearly 777. It's 767. Rich Connor, congratulations. You are the first to hit on the nose tonight, getting the full 1,000 for your guess there. 767, the correct answer. Then Topper, doing very close as well there, 980 with your guess. Then Pop Ramen, 960. Looks like all the 777s are getting 901 points for their guess. Sidaru, Nodacat, Cetra, DMC, and Cascadia all getting big points as well. So yes, Medusa is a reticulated python and is housed in the Edge of Hell haunted house in Kansas City, Missouri. She weighs 158.8 kilograms, or talking in US, 350 pounds. So there you go. 767 centimetres long. 7.67 centimetres. What's that in feet and inches? Don't care. Exact answer, money banked, an extra 5 lives. We are not limitless winning relativity. My God, we're definitely not doing limitless win on relativity. Okay, we've got one more question in this round. And we're going from snakes to... unfortunately, it's not a plane. Yeah, I wish it was a plane, but it's not. It is generally believed that the first high five, I was almost thinking high flyer, but no, high five, was introduced at a baseball match where the Los Angeles Dodgers played against the Houston Astros. In what year did this occur? Answer between 1903 and 2023. I appreciate years are normally expressed without the comma in them, but at the moment they always display the same way using the 1,000 separators. It is on my list of things to do to update this game to allow a special number formatting for each question so that we can address that fact, so that years appear as years and numbers appear as numbers, but just haven't gotten around to that. Other things on my mind, including, you know, all the stuff happening over the weekend, and Duke Drop fixes, because I've been looking at performance on Duke Drop, and I figured out why it was damn slow, and I might need to push out a change to Hackbox. Sorry. Let's have a look and see where you've gone. Might be coming in Relativity 0.3, yes. K-Jars with the lowest guess of 1922. Matt only 1 year off of that in 1923. Oni and Connor, 1927. Then we jump up a little bit. We've got 1952, 1955, 1969 from JB. Our highest guess is not a cat, avoiding Y2K, going with 1999. So the first high five, apparently between the LA Dodgers and the Houston Astros. When was it then? $1977 was the correct answer. Clive! Just off by one. Congratulations, getting the best answer. 982 going your way. Then Pop Ramen getting 945. Then Ralph getting 927. Gay history in it. If it is, I don't know it. But then I don't know much about gay stuff. I know more about bisexual stuff. Anyway, so yes, K-Jars unfortunately furthest away with your guess. Now, it is believed that the high five was introduced during a baseball game after the LA Dodgers had hit a crucial home run against the Houston Astros. Bad luck, though, to anyone that answered a year before 1965, because the Astros didn't exist then. So yeah, if you knew the in about the Astros not existing until 1965, then half of this range would have meant nothing to you. But hey ho, 1977 does the correct answer. Clive, do the best. That there is the end of the round. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And Topper still at the top of the board, nearly with quad fives. You're just 2 points off that mark. Then it's BC on 5317, Not a Cat on 5162, Puzzledown on 5139, Connor on 4822, and Pop Ramen on 4603. So we are looking, remember, at the end of the next round, whoever is in the top 6 will move on to the final round of Special Relativity. So this is your last chance to try and score some big points to get yourself into those top 6 places. And this is round number 3. It is Social Relativity. So in this round, do like you've just been doing in round 2. However, what we are going to do after that is split you up into 3 equally sized groups. Equally sized by population count. And only the group that contains the correct answer will score points. So what that really means in actuality is about a third of you are going to be scoring points on each question. So not everyone scoring points, about a third of you. So there's not many points on offer, but when there are points, they are very, very big points. We have up to 1,500 if you can hit the answer absolutely on the nose, going down to 500 if you are in the scoring zone, but the furthest away. If you are in a non-scoring zone, even if you are just away from the answer by 1, which can happen, then you will score absolutely nothing. So be aware that it's the zones that matter in this round. Sometimes that affects how you sort of metagame the round, though sometimes it doesn't, because it doesn't pay off to do that. Either way, congratulations. Good luck is what I meant to say. Good luck, and let's play. Here's your first question. The lowest single-season winning percentage in NBA history, the Charlotte Bobcats won what percentage of their matches in the 2011 to 2012 season? Answer between 0% and 100%. Give you a nice, simple range to work with, a percentage scale. The lowest single-season winning percentage in NBA history, the Charlotte Bobcats won what percentage of their matches in the 2011 to 12 season? So when we're speaking winning percentages, in the percent of winning matches. So if they had a winning percentage of 80%, mean they lost 20% of their matches, or maybe they drew and lost 20% of their matches. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you're thinking that they are the worst team, then you're probably looking at an answer that is less than 50 or something. I don't know. Let's have a look to see what you got. And most of you have done that and heeded that advice, although I'm talking about the advice after the fact. Lowest guess we've got is AGB and ABME on 9%, Ralph on 10%, then we go up to Clive and Mark on 20%, Lingo on 30%, Luladu on 50%, so right down the middle, Not a Cat just one higher on 51, Tadaro on 55, and DMC is thinking very highly of the team on 60%. So now we're going to split you up into 3 equally sized groups, or about as equal as we can get. So that 18 on the slide is actually 18 and it's actually 17 and a half. So blue zone, oh, it looks a bit purpley, but it is blue, is from 0% up to 17.5%. Green is then from 17.5% up to 29%. Absolutely on the nose there, and then red from 29% up to the maximum of 100%. So very skewed over to the left hand side and a massive red zone to score in. So let's find out then, what was their winning percentage as being the worst single season winning percentage in NBA history. 10%. Ralph on the nose. Lottie Bus AGB and AB Me just one away from the correct answer, and it is the blue zone that scores on this question, with Ralph getting the absolute maximum. Second on the nose answer this evening, maximum 1,500, and that is going to really shoot you up the ladder there. Lottie Bus AGB getting 1,357, as well as AB Me. Cetra and Topper also scoring quite highly as well, 1,214 for your guess. That one guy, Pop Ramen and Oni, you were the furthest away in the scoring zone, means you get 500 for that guess, but at least it's not like Oren and JB, who were literally 1% greater than your answer, but are scoring absolutely nothing because they're not in the correct scoring zone. So yes, this was a lockout shortened season due to disagreements with a new collective bargaining agreement. Even though the Bobcats had 7 wins and 59 losses, they still lost the lottery for the number 1 pick in the forthcoming entry draft. So yeah, 7 wins to 59 losses. So that's an interesting win ratio, that. So well done, Ralph, absolutely on the nose, and that's going to do some wonders for you on the leaderboard. But we won't see that until the end of the round, so we'll see how it actually all plays out at the end. Moving on to question number 2 of the round. Have a look at this. The Kangal, the dog breed with the most powerful bite force, bites at how many pounds per square inch? Answer between 350 and 750. You silly Americans with your silly measures. Pounds per square inch? Where's your pascals? And that's time. To be fair, I do understand PSI in terms of like tire pressures and things like that. That's just a number, you know, is like tire pressures in PSI. It just kind of makes sense. We don't use. Why would you use bars in that case? I don't know, but yeah, PSI makes more sense there. Anyway, that's the unit you got to work in, is pounds per square inch. What you thinking? I'll get rid of that. Lowest guess we've got is a smoke weed every day from JB on 420, with Gatekeeper very close there, just one greater than that on 421. We've got a 450 from Ralph, 469 from Itogi, Luladu and Mr. Vertigo on 500, Mark and K-Jarves on 600. Our biggest guess is Connor on 740. Let's split you up into 3 groups. Slightly more even-sized here. However, we do find ourselves with a very interesting situation. Mark and K-Jarves are on 600, and the split point between green and red has been determined to also be 600, meaning that we have an edge case for Mark and K-Jarves. So what that really means in actuality is if it scores in green or red, for those that don't know how the game works, if it scores in green or red, then Mark and K-Jarves will be scoring. Everybody else, you're only in one group, so you've only got the one colour to consider. But for those two, it could be green or red, so it gives them essentially twice the chance of getting a correct answer mark here. Let's find out though. The Kangal, how strong is their bite? Correct answer is 743. So pretty much at the top limit of the range, and Connor was only off by 3. Connor's having some great answers here. 1,479 points going to you. Tadaro and Safira, next closest 1,171. Then Oren getting 1,129. All of those in the red zone are scoring, including Mark and K-Jarves, who are on the edge between green and red, getting the minimum 500. Everybody else, though, scoring absolutely nothing for their guess. So yes, the Kangal is popular in Turkey, something flies in, and primarily used for defense. Kangals can weigh from around 110 to 145 pounds on average when they are adults. But yes, has an average bite force of 743 pounds per square inch. Not to be trifled with there. You missed a dog question, says Pop. Well, unfortunately, I think that is the last of the doggo questions as well this evening. So, tough break. We do have 2 more questions. No, sorry. I'm miscounting. We have 3 more questions in this round, don't we? So let's continue on. Question number 3 in round number 3. Is the following. Say someone cut the cheese at the cheese shop from the Monty Python's Flying Circus sketch. How many different types of cheeses were referred to in the sketch? Answer between 15 and 115. Say someone cut the cheese at the cheese shop from the Monty Python's Flying Circus sketch. How many different types of cheeses were referred to in the sketch? There's some interesting questions in this pack, eh? I have a strong suspicion. What answers we'll see here, says BC. Hey, go on then. Entertain me, BC. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? I haven't actually had a look through the answers yet, so tell me what you think's going to happen. How many 69s are we going to be seeing? Well, I mean, that was the first thing that came to mind. Let's see how many 69s we got. Well, they are the most populous. They are the average mode. With BC, Tadaro, BC yourself getting involved on that. JB, Pop Ramen, and Oren all saying 69. Nice. So there's 5 of you in total. Is that going to be enough to get you into green and red? It could be. You're quite close to the edge there. Safira was the lowest guess on 22. We've got 3 on 42, which could also lead to a potential edge case situation as well. Or it could be the 40s. There are 3 of you with 40 as an answer, which could also potentially get you into the edge case. Let's find out where the edges lie. Oh, the 69 does not, but the 42 does. 42 is the edge between blue and green. 64.5 is the split point between green and red. So the 69s are solely in the red zone. But Itogi, Lingo, etc., you are on the edge of blue and green. So we'll score if it's in either of those. Told you there'd be a 42.0, says Oni, and there very much was. But was it a good guess? $43 was the correct answer. Now imagine if that edge was just shifted over by 1. Just imagine if that edge was shifted over a different way. There would be some tears. There would be some right tears with that answer. Itogi, Lingo, etc. off by 1 on the edge of blue and green, but it didn't matter in the end because you were kind of solely in green at that point. 1,452 going to you. That one guy getting 1,214 and Luludu getting 1,167. AJB, with your guess of 64, you were the furthest away, but in a scoring zone, so you still get some points. And those that went with presumably 40 or possibly 39, unfortunately, you were too far away in a non-scoring... Well, you were close, but in the wrong scoring zone, so get absolutely nothing for that. So, yeah, it would be somewhat difficult to cut the cheese because the Wensleydale cheese shop has absolutely no cheese to it. The cashier thought they had some very runny camembert, but the cat ate it. But yeah, 43 was the correct answer we're looking for on that question. With some very memey answers, getting some big, big points. 2 more questions until we find out who is heading towards special relativity. Are you ready to set sail on this quiz boat? Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas is set to become the world's largest cruise ship when it opens to the public in January of 2024. In estimated gross tons, how much does it weigh? Answer between 30,000 gross tons and 300,000 gross tons. Gross. It's time to get into the big numbers. The magnitude starts to make a difference. That one guy, try again. Out of range. That's better. Okay, that's time. And yes, I did say Caribbean because that's the American slipping in me. Let's see what you got. We do have some meme answers. 42069 from Itogi, 420 from JB, 69,001 from Nonacat, possibly trying to presume someone else would go for a 69,000 straight but did not. Tadaru go for the reversal of Itogi's, 420. ABB and K-Jobs thinks, who cares about meme numbers? Let's just go for a sensible number, 100k. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Mr. Vertigo and Saphira. 180,000 from Lingo BC, a clean 200,000 from Clive, sextuple twos from Topper, etc. A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from that one guy, quarter mil from Ralph and Matt, and the biggest guess is Oni with 270,000 gross tons. Well, let's have a look to see where the divisions are. Okay, quite a tight group in the middle there on the green zone. Blue is from 30,000 up to 141,000. Green from there up to 182,175. And then red from there up to the maximum of 300,000 gross tons. So this will be the first of multiple new Icon class ships coming to Royal Caribbean in the coming years. The Icon will also feature 7 different pools. But you've got water all around you. Why do you need pools on the inside? You've got water on the outside. Proofer's notes. Big in it. Correct answer. Wow, those quarter mil guesses were very good. 250,800 gross tons in weight. Ralph and Matt with their quarter mil guesses doing very well there. 1,488. Then it was Milk, 1,408. Oren, 1,292. Only your guess was the greatest guess, but still scores quite well on 1,211. Everyone in the red zone scoring points, down to Lottibus getting the minimum 500, being furthest away in the scoring zone. The one time I don't guess your meme number, indeed, JB. Clearly, you need to get back into memeing. You need pools because you can't swim in the ocean while the ship is moving. I think that's just short-sighted. Just if they want to have a swim, you could give them the chance, but it's on them to get back to the ship, okay? I think that's fair. 250,800, the gross tonnage of this boat. Goodness me, that is massive. So, leaves us with one final question. Oh, actually, before we continue, other point I want to bring up, which does affect the community, though not on streams at the moment, but I want to welcome on in, because they're actually the only two online right now on Discord I can see, but I would like to welcome, please, Theory of Game and Ramsey Fox to the moderation team over on Discord. We've been aware of a problem where over in the sort of the US late night window, there's not been too many people kicking around to help things out, but we now have Ramsey and Theory who are helping to try and stem that gap, to help be moderators, be available at the very least during those times when I'm asleep basically. So welcome Ramsey and Theory. At the moment they are just Discord moderators, but if they feel like they want to do more stuff, then that's their decision if they want to help out further on Twitch chats. But hey, welcome on in to the moderation family, and hope you enjoy your time. Welcome the Americans. Yes, very much so, K-Jars, very much so. And I mean, basically that, JB. No. Definitely not like that. But they totally could if they wanted to. They have the powers. They can do things. I could be Canadian. That's very true, K-Jarves. Continental American. Let's say that. Did they have to go through the same initiation I did? No, unfortunately, we had to Americanize it a bit, make it a bit more international. Sorry, Matt. So yes, as Theory says, hopefully we won't be needed much, but they are there if they are needed. So yeah, if you do need a moderator, the Discord has the moderator ping, the moderoo ping that anyone can freely use to make people aware of the fact of things going on or whatever. And if you also want to privately DM someone about a thing happening on Discord and don't want to go through public chat, then they will be available on DMs to do that as well. Okay, anyway, I just realised that Theory is talking in chat, and that was a thing I needed to mention at some point. I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the stream. Anyway, we've got one final question in this game, in the main game of Relativity. So your last chance to score up to 1,500 points. Are you all ready? Good luck. Here comes... Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's sports ball again, folks. But here comes your final question. Michigan Stadium, the Western Hemisphere's largest stadium and home to University of Michigan's American football team, has an official capacity of how many? Answer between 60,000 and 160,000. Buzz down, try again. Number was out of range. There you go, that's better. Last few seconds. BC having a bit of a deep think there, but finally locking an answer in. You really much do love your college football over there, Theory. I remember when I was just sort of milling around in the hotel room at Pigeon Forge, just sort of flicking through the digital TV channels available at the Country Inn suites, and God, the amount of football I had to get through to get to any other sport was ridiculous. It's like, you can't have this much coverage, surely. Yes, you have this much coverage. It is quite incredible the amount of college football coverage you have. Though, must say, congrats on having some cricket available, and not just boring England cricket. No, actual IPL cricket. Nice. I like to see it, and it was nice to try and describe certain rules of how cricket worked to Clive, who basically had no idea, maybe didn't even really care. Yeah, I was interested in just sort of laying some information down, including things like the what was the name of that thing again? It's a 3-word thing, although it's now a 4-word thing, I think. The Duckworth or Ducksworth something method. Basically, the thing you have to follow to calculate what your score theoretically would have been if you could play but couldn't play because of weather conditions. There's a certain term for it in cricket. Duckworth-Lewis method. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, that thing is a thing that exists in cricket because bad weather can stop play, and you have to work out a winner somehow. Welcome to the game, Claire. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, I was waffling. Let's reveal some answers. We're not even talking about cricket. We're talking about football. So, that one guy with the smallest guess, 60,000. Puzzle down with the meme answer, 69,000. Ooh, we do have a lot of 100,000s on the board, though. Not a Cat, Luludu, Miss Vertigo, Connor, and BC. All going for 100,000 straight, so might be the division point there. We've got 107 from Oren, 108 from Ralph. JB is going for a meme number there, 112,569. There's 2569 in there. 3 with 115,000. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Cetra. Biggest guess is Shadow with 137,000. So let's have a look. Do we have some edge cases on this final question? We do, but not on the 100,000. Pop Ramen and Sophia, you are on the edge between green and red on 120,000 capacity. The other division point we have is between blue and green at 102,500. So anything below 102,500, you're in blue. Above that, you are in green. And then red is 120 to 160,000. So Michigan Stadium, affectionately named the Big House. And what's strange is their official record attendance is actually 7,508 more spectators than the official stated capacity. So there was a bit of overcrowding going on, maybe. The correct answer we're looking for is... 107,601. Ralph and Oren about either side of the answer there. Green scores it 1,468 to Ralph, 1,452 to Oren. Mark getting 1,290, and then all the way down to Pop Ramen and Sophia with a guess of 120,000. You were furthest away, but in the scoring zone, so still getting something for your guess. So that means blue and red scoring absolutely nothing on that final guess. So yes, there are 6 other US college football stadiums with official capacities of over 100,000, and your proofer refers you to his previous comment of big in it. Yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it? So that is the end of the main part of the game. Who is in the top 6? Who is going to play Special Relativity? So at the back of the pack, we have got Aaron and Mean PG yet to get off the mark. Claire joining in late. A midget on the internet. Luludu, DMC, Milk and Saphira, Cascadia and Matt, Shadowbane and Gatekeeper, K Jarves and Mr. Vertigo, JB and Nonacat, Oni and BC, AJB and Pop Ramen, Clive and Tadaru, Mark and Connor, Itogi and Amy Me, that one guy and Lingo. And our top 6 consist of Puzzle Dan, Oramus Darrell, Lottibus, Ralph, Topper in second place. Cetra, you are our winner going into the final game on 7,992. Topper was ousted from top position, but is still qualifying through to special relativity nonetheless. Cetra, Topper, Ralph, Lottibus, Oren and Poznan, congratulations. You will be playing in the final round. Sit tight. Everybody else, that is the end of the game for you, but all of these points have been converted into doots, and those doots have been paid out. If you're new here to the streams, doots are my sort of virtual currency around here. Sort of tracks how well you've been doing on the shows, and also they lead to potential real-world prizes at the end of the season when I do a little sort of doot lottery type thing, bit of a tombola thing where each of those doots is equal to one ticket in the machine. So, Cetra, Topper, Ralph, Lottie, Oren, and Poznan, congrats, you are in the top 6. You are playing Special Relativity. All 6 of you are familiar with this game, so keep it brief. Answer the question like you've been doing in rounds 2 and 3. We're not giving you a range this time. And it is very simple. Whoever is furthest away on each question, they will be eliminated. So don't be the furthest away on the question, otherwise you will be gone. We have an increasing prize for those that survive in this final round, all the way from a bonus 10,000 for 6th place up to a bonus 100,000 if you survive all of the way. Okay, let's continue on. Good luck, Super 6. Your first question of special relativity is the following. Horseshoe Falls, the largest of the 3 Niagara Falls, sees approximately how many gallons per second of water flow during the summer? No range, good luck. How many gallons per second? And we have all our guesses in. That's time. So, let's have a look to see the answers that you gave and the order they came in, because that will matter on tie-break situations. Poznan with the first answer of 2569. Cetra with 12321. So already a magnitude of difference between those two answers. Next, Lottie almost going another magnitude higher. 95,000 is your guess. I mean, Cetra, you're safe. Lottie takes up the upper range. Topper going, wow, we are just going straight through into 6-figure territory with Topper's guess. 312,564 means you take the upper register, and that means Lottie, you are safe. Oren is pushing it lower. Poznan, you're safe. Oren takes the lower register on 1,700. And the final guess is Ralph with 3,400. That's in range, so you're safe from elimination. We know you're not the furthest away. So that leaves us with Oren on 1,700 and Topper on 312,564. There is our division point between you two at 157,132. If the answer is below 157,000, then that means Oren, you're safe through. If it is above 157,000, Topper, you are safe through. Horseshoe Falls, the largest of the 3 Niagara Falls, sees approximately how many gallons per second of water flow during the summer? The correct answer is... bloody flying thing. Yeah, it's quite a lot. 675,000 gallons per second over the Horseshoe Falls. And if you doubt that, then I will refer you to these wonderful images that have been provided to me via my proofer, I will say, but it is actually from Bassoonist. Let me hide away the bookmarks bar type thing. Can I do that, please? Can I hide away the bookmarks bar, please? Bookmarks bar. Goodbye. So we've got there's the Niagara Falls there, the Horseshoe Falls, and then here is the proof on the sign there. Yes, summer daytime flow is 675,000 gallons per second, or if you want that in litres, it's 2.5 million litres per second of water flow during the summer. Kind of crazy how many that is. Thank you for those images, Arun. Well, thank you, Bassoonist via Arun, for those images. So, Topper, your guess was actually the closest of all, and you were still only half of the way there in terms of numbers, but means you are safe through to the next question. Unfortunately, we have had to say goodbye to Ora Mistara with your low guess. Unfortunately, that is too far away, and we have to say goodbye, but you take a bonus 10,000 duits away for 6th place. Okay, 5 players left in. We continue on to the next question for 5 players. Here it is. In seconds, what is the combined duration of Pink Floyd's 2 best-selling albums, that being The Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall? Answer now. In seconds, what's the combined duration of The Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall? All answers are in. Okay, let's put that away and start revealing some answers. Ralph comes in with 4,800 seconds. Puzzledan comes in with a nice even 10,000. I thought you were going to go for a meme number, Puzzledan, but you've decided to go for a sensible number. Okay, we set that register. Next, Lottie in the middle with 5,100. You're safe. Setcher in the middle with 5555, you're safe. And Topper in the middle, 5999, you are safe. So, we said it at the beginning and forget it. It is between Ralph and Puzzledan on this question, with the division point set at 7,400. If the answer is below 7,400, then Ralph, you're safe through. And if it's above 7,400, then Puzzledan, you are safe through. I will add that the answer is in this range between 4,800 and 10,000. But who is closer? The correct answer is... I mean, I think that's one of the closest we've had so far in Special Relativity. Just 19 seconds the difference between survival and defeat there. Just 19 seconds the difference. Ralph, your guess of 4,800 was nearly close enough. But 19 seconds too far, and we have to say goodbye. You take away 20,000 duits for 5th place. Puzzledan, you just barely survive on that question. You were 19 seconds closer to the correct answer. Means you survive through to the next question. I will add the extra facts here. The Dark Side of the Moon is only 10 songs long, while The Wall is a double album, as in 2 discs worth, with 13 songs on each disc. However, 8 of The Wall's songs are just less than 2 minutes long, so it kind of balances in the end. But yeah, 7,419. The correct answer, Puzzledan, just barely scraping through to the next question. Wow, that really is, I think, the closest we've had so far on Special Relativity on a question in terms of relative distance on the slide. And it was only 19 seconds if you talk about it absolutely as well. We've still got 3 more questions to get through, so who knows how close this can get. Question number 3 for our remaining 4 finalists. The question is... The governess, Anne Hegarty, has the most wins out of any UK chaser. How many UK daytime episode wins does she have as of May 29th, 2023? Answer now. So just your standard Chase UK episodes. Not Beat the Chasers, not Celebrity Chase, not Aussie Chase. Just UK daytime Chase. All players are in. There is time. I will add this extra information here because it's just flavour to the question. 13 of these wins came down to the last second, and 4 more were won with 2 seconds remaining. So 15 very, very close games. She has also a tie for the highest target caught in the UK Chase with 26 steps caught, which is a very phenomenal performance in a 2-minute chase down. But how many wins has she got in total on the UK Chase? Your guesses are as follows. Setra with 726. Lottie with 310. You set your register. Puzzledan with 1,000. Setra, you're safe. Puzzledan takes the upper register. And finally, Topper with 215. Lottie, you're safe. Topper takes the lower register. So it is between Topper and Puzzledan with a division at 608. Below that, Topper, you're safe through to the penultimate question. Above that, Puzzledan, you are safe through to the next and penultimate question. Puzzledan barely survived previous question by just 19 seconds. The answer is in this range, but how close is the answer? $354 was the correct answer, meaning Topper survives, and Puzzledan we have to say goodbye. I think your luck just ran out a bit too thin there, but you've done very well to take 4th place and get 35,000 doots for 4th place. Congratulations to you on that. So yes, a total of 354 wins of the UK Chase, which, if you just say that, we've had at least 354 episodes of the Chase. I mean, that already sounds like a ridiculous number of Chase episodes. And that's just for one chaser. And of course, sometimes they get defeated. There's been a lot of episodes of the Chase, folks. Topper, you are safe through to the next question. It's now our remaining top 3. Puzzledan takes the verdigris medal there. Position 4, courtesy of Topper's stream there, the verdigris medal. 3 players left in. And it's time to have an eating contest, folks. Question is, since his first victory in 2007, how many hot dogs has Joey Chestnut eaten in Nathan's famous hot dog eating contests, including his 5 overtime dogs from a tie in 2008? Since 2007 this is. Lottie is in. Cetra is in, and Topper is in. Who wants hot dogs, says Ape. Well, apparently Joey Chestnut does. Oh, goodness me. The only reason I know about this competition is actually through a YouTube channel of Matt Stoney, also known as, I think, previously known as Megatoad. I think he might even have that as avatar still on YouTube. Just randomly came upon his YouTube channel because the YouTube algorithm deemed it so, and that's how I got to know Matt Stoney at the very least. Yeah, other than that, I would have had no idea about this competition. Let's see where you've guessed, folks. Lottie's gone for 910. Cetra with, wow, we've got 2 magnitudes different here. Cetra with 14,271. Been going for their number, but adding a 1 at the beginning. The 1 at the beginning might have been a mistake, says Cetra. Well, let's find out. Final answer that came through was Toppers. 2468. It's down the middle. You're safe through. Topper is safe through to the final question. It leaves us between Lottibus and Cetra, with a division at 7,591. Below that, Lottie's through to the final question. Above that, Cetra is through to the final question. The answer is in this range once again. But who was closer and who was further away? The correct answer is... I fear even taking the one off the beginning there wouldn't have been enough for you, Cetra. It was 1,135 in total. So yeah, since 2007, Joey Chestnut has won every contest since then, except for one where he lost to Matt Megatoad Stoney by just 2 hot dogs and buns. He has the 10 highest winning amounts since the length became a 10-minute contest, including the world record of 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Just let that sink in. 76 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. That's a lot of... There's a lot of hot dog, that is. But comes to 1,135. Lottie. It was actually a really good guess. 910. Only 200 so off the correct answer. Means you are through to the final question. And Cetra, we've got to say goodbye. But a great game nonetheless. Taking third place and 50,000 going your way for taking third place. So we are left with Lottibus versus Topper One Gaming for final question. Excuse me. Good luck to you two. Whoever is closest to the correct answer here will get the top prize of 100,000 doots. Whoever is not closest will get 75,000 for second place. So it's a difference between 25,000, but also about the glory of winning the game. The final question is this. In the 2022 Economist, God, actually, say the right thing. Economist Democracy Index, how many countries were listed as full or flawed democracies? In the 2022 Economist Democracy Index, how many countries were listed as full or flawed democracies? Answer now. I apologise for the stumbling over the question there. Lottie is in. And by country, we mean you know the rest. And Topper is in. And if ever you want to know what the most democratic country of all was, according to their index, Norway is the most democratic country of them all. So if democracy entices you, then maybe you want to move to Norway. Whatever happens, he's just happy to finally get a medal in this game, Topper. Well, is it going to be the shade of silver or the shade of gold? Let's find out your answers. I believe Lottie came in first. Went with an answer of 62. Final answer that came through was Topper's 101. So, pretty close, must be said, in the grand scheme of things. Lottie with 62, Topper with 101. Means our division point is 82. For this final question, then, if it is lower than 82, Lottie is our winner. If it is above 82, Topper is our winner. On this question, the correct answer is in this range. But who is closer to the final time? Slide, do the dance. There's not much between the answers. Who's it gonna go to? It's going to Lottibus. there are a total of 72 full or flawed democracies. 24 full, 48 flawed democracies, meaning there are a total of 43% of countries that are either full or flawed democratic nations. Lottibus was the closest to the correct answer. Topper, unfortunately, you were too far away, just 10 away from the from being in the game there, but in this particular relativistic sense, you were just too far away. We've got to say goodbye. Topper takes 75,000 for second place. Lottie, you are a winner. Well done, Lottibus, on that game there, on that victory, and 100,000 doots going your way on surviving the entire game, lifting the virtual trophy. Very much so doing that, Lottibus. I wish I could do it the same way as I do on Jetlag the game show, but unfortunately my tech budget doesn't stretch that far. I can go to space, but I can't make a virtual trophy appear like that. Thank you to Bassoonist for a wonderful pack, and based on what you have said in your 100-bit message, have a good birthday tomorrow, Bassoonist. I hope you do enjoy that birthday tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed seeing your pack being played out today. That was a really lovely pack, some really great moments in it as well. Some great questions, and thank you again to Arun for helping proof that pack for tonight as well. Jetlag Game Show is absolutely awesome, Topper. You are absolutely right in that sentiment. It is absolutely amazing. Though I did enjoy the Japan edition with all of the tales and that, I don't know if that was their best season of doing the Catch Me By Rail, Capture the Flag thing. I don't know if that was their best format of all the seasons so far. I think Tag Across Europe is going to be difficult to beat, but we shall see what they do. They've started their next season from the same place they started Tag Across Europe, so maybe they're doing that again, or maybe they're doing a completely different game, just happening to start at the same place. But we will see what happens in the next edition. They are doing Tag Across Europe 2.0. Good. It's a good format. We shall see how they do in version 2 of the game. Anyway, that there was Relativity, and I hope you did enjoy that game. Goodness me, is that time already 5 minutes to 10, even though I thought we were going to be about 9:30 by this point. Clearly, I waffled way too much. And Ben, with the 52-month resub, one for every card in the pack, barring jokes obs. Or jokers. Bloody hellfire. Yes, thank you, Ben, for the 52-month resub. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well this evening. Good to see you. Right. We do have 2 games of All Clued Up lined up, though based on the time right now at 5 to 10, we probably only have time for one game this evening, and we'll probably move the other edition of All Clued Up onto when is a good question. Onto the Friday of 18th of August, maybe? Don't know. Yeah, Friday of 18th of August probably is when we'll do the other game of All Clued Up, because this Friday coming up is going to be right busy with Duke Drop 100% and 1,000 Heartbeats. So yeah, I think we'll move that a bit further along, because that Friday would just be absolutely manic. Although that is that date, isn't it, JB? Yeah, it is that date. Shoot. No, I can't move it then, can I? Balls. When am I going to do it? When am I going to do that then? I'm going to have to move that to... Jeez, I'm going to have to move that to all the way to Friday, 25th of August then. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that to the end of the month. Shit. Wow, that had to move a long way, didn't it? I guess so. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. So... we will play out JPB's pack, because that was the one that was originally destined on the Friday stream last week. And then Alex's pack will happen to on the 25th of August then, I suppose. God damn it, I do that thing. Am I planning things behind your back, says Topper. No, I'm actually not, because I've already made mention about what it is. I've just forgotten I haven't changed it on the schedule. But 18th of August, that Friday, is the birthday weekend of a certain JB Henry, and he suggested to do Wheel After Dark on my side of things on the Friday evening. And he's actually given me the software, so I'm already playing around with it right now. And I have made mention before that was a thing, because I was asking people to write puzzles for it. I've had a sum total of one person come back to me to ask about writing puzzles for it. So if you're interested in writing puzzles for Wheel After Dark, please... I will need about 15 of them or so. So yeah, if you're interested in writing puzzles for Wheel After Dark, please get in touch, and we'll sort that out. And the more crude, the better. I'm all in on going Wheel After Dark kind of crudeness on the puzzles. We don't want plain ass stuff on Wheel After Dark. Just make it as UK centric as you want, though. I suppose is the in. So go for crudeness, but go UK tilt, because hey, I'm hosting it instead. Right. Anyway, that's later down the lines on the 18th of August. I need to move over to a different game now. We need to move over to All Clued Up. Let me just quickly switch over to the camera only mode, because I need to make sure I've got the right sheet name in, and I don't want to leak the ID. All Clued Up JPB. That is the one I want, and that is the code I need to enter in to load it up. I think that's the right one. Looks like it is. So let's press that button and load the game up. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much for the subscription there, Aaron. I appreciate that. And also thank you to Milk for a 39-month resub, going for a 3/4 deck. All welcome all the way. So this is All Clued Up. I suppose this is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, but without a wheel. And not so much fortune about it. But it is very much still about solving word puzzles. If you'd like to play the game, then enter in the room code of RIEV. And if you want to play as a hot seat player, then leave yourself as you are. If you can't play as a hot seat player, as in being able to talk to me in donkeys are aliens. In Discord, if you can't talk to me in Discord, or don't want to talk to me in Discord, because that's fair, you might not want to talk to me in Discord, then say exclude to take you out of the hot seat game. Other than that, then leave yourself as you are, and we will pick 6 of you in total to play the main game proper. We are playing as duos 3 of, so yeah, a total of 6 players across 3 different teams. To say it the same way but differently. And hey, we could definitely do Wheel After Dark puzzles in All Clued Up as well. That's entirely a thing that could happen in the future, because it's literally the same kind of thing. Pretend this is your sub message, Aaron. Didn't realise I had to pre-type it. Just getting into these quiz streams. Really enjoyed them. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for that subscription message there, Aaron. Appreciate that, and I hope you're enjoying your time around these parts, around quiz night and game night, and also Topper's quizzical streams. Hope you're enjoying your time around here. The lobby will remain open. Well, it changes room code every time the end of the round occurs, but the game will remain open to enter later down the lines. If you're playing just the audience game, it is a very simple game to play. Whisper your answers to Quizbot 3000 to what you think the answer of the, what the puzzle is. Don't bother with the clue words, just the puzzle itself. And if you get it right, then good, you get doots. And if you get it wrong, just give me another guess. There's no penalties for wrong answers. Just keep giving me guesses is all you want to do, really. Be aware of any punctuation, if there is punctuation, that you will need to type that carefully, and also spell everything correctly, because if you get it wrong, spell the word wrong, then that's wrong with what the puzzle is indicating. Cool. I think we're all good to go. Other than I need to bring my other Discord client in so that I can get Quizbot 3000 actually making noise in the studio. So let me quickly load Quizbot 3000 up. And there you are. I still need to actually put a two-factor code on my Quizbot account because it's giving me this massive resolve box I need to sort out, but I can't bother to do that. I think we're all sorted there, though. Quizbot is now in live studio, and we should be good to go. I haven't even checked if the audio settings are configured correctly for Quizbot, but if I do this, hey, it does the right thing. Fantastic. That is all configured then. All right, let's pick our players then. 6 to pick. Who's playing the game? We have got Milk Like Matt, Pozzodan, Luladu, Clive, and Oni. If you 6 could please make your way. Thank you for the exclude again. If you could please make your way to the green room, and we'll get yourself sound checked to join this game. Luladu, I believe you are new around here, but if you're not already on the Discord, please make your way to the Discord, and I'll give you a little message to do that. Thank you, Milk. Join the Discord, and we'll get you sound checked to play the game proper. If you didn't mean to join the hot seat, then we'll figure stuff out. Freeman Gaming, hello there. I am doing absolutely wonderfully now. Earlier on, there was a bit more of a dirge fest, but right now I'm not doing too badly at all. How are you all doing out there? What were you doing? You were doing some cahooting earlier. Some quizzing. Lovely quizzing stuff is what we love to see. Well, we're doing some live quizzing kind of stuff here. If you're interested in playing any of our puzzles here, then just enter the room code of RIEV, should I say, into the Twitch chat, or whisper it to my bot, Quizbot 3000, and then you'll enter the game as an audience player to play along the games and see if you can solve some puzzles for some free doots. Have you done any before? I've not done Kahoot on my streams, no. But I'm a sort of a programmer myself, so I make the games myself. I have the ability to do that. So that's kind of what my shtick here is on Twitch, is making my own quizzes and playing them. JB, now be kind. I think we're going to bring our players into the live studio right now. So let's do that and say hello to our players.
Hello, players.
Hello, players.
Good evening, players.
Hello.
Hello to our players.
Hello. And do we get a Luladu as well? Luladu, hello? Was Luladu saying anything in
Yes,
green room?
they were.
They were. So we may be having this weird problem. Hello? Try that again. Hello? Oh, no, that was probably Oni. I think we might be having the same problem from ages ago for certain people.
Oh, is it going to be everyone fall back to green room?
We might have to. We'll see what happens now. Let's try again, Luladu.
Hello.
There we go. That's
Hello.
better. There we go. All
Hey.
sorted. It's not that problem this time round. Thankfully, you're all good. Welcome to you all. I think it is time to get this game underway. So let's roll the titles again, because let's do that.
Yay.
It's great to hear, Freeman.
Every time I'm on here, I will state that this was filmed literally 5 minutes walk from where I work.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Central Studios, Nottingham.
Yes. So here are our teams this evening. We have Milk Like an Oni, Matt the Ref and Pozzodan, Luladu and Clive. Those are our pairs this evening. Let's just quickly go down the line. Milk, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay at the moment, but we'll see how the puzzles land from JPP, if that can improve my mood even more or not. And you're paired with Oni this evening. Oni, how you doing?
not the first time we've been together.
That's very true, actually. Yes.
I think last time I was actually in the hot seat, I was with Milk, and we ended up winning the jackpot.
You did indeed have a very good game.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the pairing.
I didn't say this last time. I would say congrats on being an uncle.
Oh, thank you very much for the well wish there. Yes, that is very recent news in my life, and still not getting used to it.
You never will.
You never will. Well, wish you two the best of luck, and hopefully your pairing is another great pairing tonight. Next up, we've got Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Ash.
Nice guess on the own goals count in the Premier League there.
That was a complete fluke.
Hey, you got to take those flukes in relativity. You really do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you are paired off tonight with Puzzle Dan, who got very close this evening in the relativity final as well. Just those 19 seconds, Puzzle Dan. How you doing?
Yes.
You're just about calm down.
You can't get through by the seat of your pants in this game, and my previous track record was last time I played this game. Let's not mention that one.
Let's not mention that game. We'll move swiftly on. We'll wish you two the best of luck in this game as well. And finally, we have got a brand new player here, Luludu. Welcome. Is that okay to say as Luludu, or any other way you want me to say it?
Just say Lulu. It's easier and faster.
Lulu, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
I shall do that then instead. How are you doing then? Welcome on in. How did you find us?
I find you when you did. It was a long time ago. Duel on Twitch.
Okay. Yes.
But since then, I opt on some lives, but haven't have got quite the time to play. So I joined right now.
Oh, well, welcome on in. And yeah, we do still do Duel every now and then. We actually played a game, only a week and a half ago or so now. But yeah, they've got another one of those games lined up for near the end of the month. Yeah, the end of the month on the Friday. Oh, God, that Friday. Well, next time we play All Clued Up, it's also going to be Duel Royale as well. So welcome on in, and good to see you.
And hello from France, actually.
Okay. And Clive rounding us out tonight. Good evening, Clive.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, thanks.
That's good to hear. Do you think you're going to be a good pairing tonight?
It's an interesting pairing, certainly. I'm very excited to see how we'll do.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely excited. We'll see how it all plays out. Good luck to you all. So, this game, if you're not familiar with All Clued Up, it's a bit like Wheel of Fortune. We give you some puzzles. You pick some letters, and hopefully you can try and solve the puzzle. There's no wheel involved, but there is a big-ass keyboard instead. So let's go to our first puzzle. It has a total of, if I go to my help sheet, it has a total of 4 words in it. And the first players up tonight are going to be Milk, Matt, and also Lulu. So what you're going to need to do is get your whisper windows ready in Twitch. You will need those because you're going to be buzzing in with that. And to buzz in, use exclamation marks. So yeah, 2, 3, 4, or 5 exclamation marks as a message. As a whisper to Quizbot 3000 will buzz you in if you are the first to send that message in. So get those ready, and because we're now going to be revealing some clues. What was that? Sorry, Lulu?
Could you repeat? It's a whisper for a quiz.
Quizbot 3000. That's the bots you need to go to.
Yep.
Matt's giving you a. Go on.
Sorry, to buzz in. It's sorry.
Exclamation marks, so like 2, 3, 4, or 5 exclamation marks. Any of those will work as a buzz in to the bot, essentially.
All right.
That makes sense? Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're new to the game. That's absolutely fine. So, what we're going to do then is you three are up, and we're going to start revealing some clue words. You need to buzz in on what you think each clue word is as they come up. So the first clue word is actually a short one, so get ready to buzz in pretty sharpish maybe. 5 letters long. Good luck, 3 players. N. I. N. U. Matt.
Union.
Union is correct. You're the first off the mark. 100 points to you. And let's give you some letters to pick from now. So all the clue words that we reveal in the first parts of each round will have something to do with the main puzzle. And then all of these letters here are somewhere in that puzzle. Everything that is illuminated is in play, barring one of those, though, which is one to avoid, called the stinger.
It's the stinger.
You pick the stinger, that will end your turn prematurely. You do not want to do that. So, you get to pick 2 letters at a time here, Matt. Which one would you like first?
Can I have the E for echo, please?
You can indeed. E, of which there are 4 E's in the puzzle. Yes, unlike Wheel of Fortune, we value vowels and consonants the same. And your second pick, Matt.
T for tango,
And a
please.
T. There are 2 T's in the puzzle. So, your clue so far is union. For 600 points there, Matt. Solve the puzzle.
Pass.
Yeah, okay. Moving on to your second clue. Get ready on those buzzers once again. Your second clue is 8 letters long. T, C, I, N, D, T, milk.
Distinct.
Distinct is correct. Welcome to the game, and you have control of the keyboard. Where would you like to go?
Let's try the S.
S for you. Audience, don't worry about solving any of the clues. Just go for the main puzzle. That's all you're looking at here. 3 S's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
And the L.
And the L. Bloody L. Topper first to solve the puzzle. Just 1 L in the puzzle. So your clues so far are union and distinct. For 1,000, solve the puzzle.
No, I don't have it.
Okay. That's a hell of a guess, Topper, it must be said, because I wasn't expecting anyone to get this for at least another couple of letters still. Moving on to clue number 3, 6 letters long in this one. Get ready on the buzzers. S, E, T, C, T, Matt.
Select.
Select is correct, and you get to pick.
O for Oscar, please.
Oh. Just the one at the end there. And your second pick?
I'm
Oh my god.
trying to think which one's going to be. A for Alpha.
And an A. And 2 A's in the puzzle. So your clues are union, distinct, and select. For 1,300, solve the puzzle.
Nah, can't get anything.
Okay, moving on to 4th clue word, which is 7 letters long. Mark is second to solve. Congratulations, Mark. N, B, E, W, E, milk.
Between.
Also correct. Nice. 100 going your way, and 2 more letters to pick.
All right. Let's try the I.
Yes, there's 1. I have to get my practice in, I suppose. And your second pick?
And the R.
R. That's better. There's 2 R's in the puzzle. Don't know what you heard, JB. Your clues are union, distinct, select, and between. For 1,600, solve the puzzle.
SQL Server Management Studio?
It is, yes.
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah, so we inadvertently talked a bit of SQL earlier, talking about a distinct count and things. But yeah, very, very obscure to go for the management studio of all things. But yeah,
This is literally my job. How did I not know this?
yeah, you need to select between all key words that you would use in SQL statements. We would also had coalesce and inner join as the final 2 clues as well. So if you had no idea what SQL was, structured query language, then yeah, there might have been a difficult one for you. But congrats on Milk solving that puzzle. 1,600 going your way. Added to the other 200 you've got means you're up to 1,800. Matt, the ref and puzzle, up to 200. Lulu and Clive yet to get off the mark, but we have plenty of game to go. Don't you worry. There's the leaderboard so far. Topper doing the best, getting that bonus, obviously, 2,600. Then Amy, me, and Mark on 1,200. We continue on then to puzzle number 2. Puzzle number 2, we switch our players around. We have now 2 words in this puzzle. They're long words, but there's only 2 of them. It's still worth 100 for each letter, 100 for each clue you can find. Again, audience, just go for the puzzle itself. Don't bother with the clues. Though, of course, the clues give you an idea as to what the puzzle's talking about. Only Puzzle and Clive, get ready on the buzzers. Your first clue, it's quite long indeed. It's 3 words involved. Good luck. I, A, X, A, U, O, Clive.
USA and Mexico.
USA and Mexico is correct. Welcome to the game.
Hello.
And you get to pick from these letters here. So, let's
Delightful.
have a look at these letters. There they all are. Now, the star is in play, meaning there is potentially 1 or more punctuation symbols in this puzzle. But of course, be aware, there's at least a stinger.
It's a stinger.
So, where are we going, Clive?
I know we're all curious. Let's have the punctuation, please.
Punctuation. Let's just get that out of the way. There it is. It's a hyphen. I don't know how much help that's going to be, but there it is. Any second pick?
I'll have the L, please.
And the L. Just one of those as well, I'm afraid. So your clues are USA and Mexico. I suppose there's really 2 clues, but there you go. That's what you get, 2 for the price of 1. For 200 points, solve the puzzle.
Shockingly, no.
You do surprise me. Okay, back to the buzzers then. Your second clue, I mean, it's not much better. It's 11 letters long, this clue here, so good luck. I, E, T, R, I, E, S, C, Clive?
Insectivore.
Well worked out. Insectivore is correct. Well done.
Definitely had that when I buzzed.
Well, you got it in time, and you get to pick 2 more letters. Where would you like to go?
I'll have the R, please.
R. That's better. There's 2 of those. And take a pick.
And the A, please.
And the A. Yeah, 3 of those. So your clues are USA and Mexico and Insectivore. For 700, solve the puzzle.
Not yet.
Okay. Back we go to another clue, which is, well, it says 12 letters long, but there is a hyphen in there somewhere when it reveals itself. U, E, Z, M, D, D, M, E, Clive.
Medium hyphen sized.
Thank you for being very explicit there. Yes, medium size or medium hyphen size is correct. Another 100 going your way, and controller's keyboard back to you again.
Okay. Try another one of the vowels. E, please.
E. 2 of those in the puzzle. And second pick.
And an S, please.
S. Yeah, one of those. So your clues are USA and Mexico, Insectivore, and medium-sized. For 1,000, Clive, solve the puzzle.
No.
Okay, back to the buzzers we go for your 4th clue. It is 2 words. 5-4. I, E, R, Y, G. Oni.
Light grey.
It is light grey. Good preempt there. I did see
Wow.
Clive's buzz as well in there, but you got ahead that time. So Oni, you get control of the keyboard. Where do you go? There's not many letters left.
How? Okay, and I know there's a stinger there. I'm going to try a H.
An H.
Fill it in, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. Yes!
Yes, it is there, and along with 2 other H's in the puzzle as well. JB's first to solve. Well done, JB. I mean, I don't know what that says about you, but well done on solving the puzzle first. And his second pick.
I think I'm going to go for a D, please.
A D. There is just the one. So your clues are USA, Mexico, insectivore, medium-sized and light grey. For 1,400, solve the puzzle.
Ash Thorax Gallagher. No.
Can't take that, I'm afraid. So back to the buzzers for your penultimate clue. This one, again, it's going to appear like 7 letters, but there's a hyphen in there somewhere. R. There it is. I. M. D. Clive.
Midair.
Mid-air is a good answer. Another 100 to you. And control back to the keyboard. There's only 6 letters left.
Oh gosh. I'll try the T, please.
T, you say?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there are 3 T's. And you get a second pick.
I think there's 2 C's, so I'll have that.
You think there are 2 C's? There are 2 C's. So your clues are USA, Mexico, insectivore, medium-sized, light grey, and mid-air. For 1,900, solve the puzzle.
Ash-throated flycatcher.
It is an ash-throated flycatcher. Almost a Wheel After Dark kind of puzzle in there, but just yeah, it's a little more tasteful still. I still don't know what this is, but apparently it's a passerin, because that would have been your last clue, was a passerin. That's about as much as I know.
What is a passer?
Okay.
It's a bird. What are birds? I just don't know.
I just don't know.
So the end of that round there. Lulu and Clive now in the lead on 2,300. Milk and Oni in second place, 1,900. Matt the Ref and Puzzle Dan in third place, but off the mark on 200. And this is the thing with with all clued up puzzles, we don't give you a category is, but maybe if there was a category is, it would have been don't Google this or something. But anyway, Topper still in the lead on 2,600. JB with the first solve on that puzzle up to 2,200, and then Mark in third place, 2,100 currently. Those are our top 3 in the audience. We swap the players back round again. So, Milk, Matt, and Lulu, please step up. You are about to play this next puzzle, which is... there's a few more words in this one. There are 7 words in total. And also, we are being more generous with the points and prizes. 200 per clue, 200 per letter you can reveal in the puzzle now, rather than just 100. So we are doubling everything, folks. And it even means the bonus for the audience has also doubled up to 2,000. So, yay. Get ready on the buzzers. Your first clue is 7 letters long. A. Y. M. N. O. T. Matt?
Anatomy.
Correct, it is. 200 to you. And first look at the keyboard. Lots of letters to pick from. The star is also there, so potentially some punctuation. But, of course, be aware, the stinger's out there somewhere.
Oh, it's the stinger.
Almost rhymed. Matt?
Beware, the stinger is there. I'll go for the star key, please.
Okay. Starkey and Hutch? No, that's not right. There is a comma there on word number 5. Your second...
and I'll have the S for Sierra, please.
And the S. So, audience, be aware, you will need to put that comma in there at the end of word number 5, otherwise it will not count correctly. There are 4 S's in this puzzle, and your clue's anatomy. For those 1,000 points, solve the puzzle.
Right, JB. Ass.
I'm afraid it's not ass.
It's part of the anatomy, though.
It is part of the anatomy, very much true,
Yeah.
yes. But we will continue on to your second clue. 10 letters long this time round. U L S O C N. Matt.
Conclusion.
Conclusion is correct. Nicely done. And control of the keyboard back to you. Where next?
T for Tango.
A T. I mean, I thought you would have wanted to go for the A to see if there was an ass at the end there or not, but no, we're going for the T at the beginning of the puzzle instead.
And I'll have the A for Ash, please.
All right, here we go, folks. Is it there?
It's gotta be.
No, it's not, I'm afraid. But there are 2 A's in the puzzle. So, your clues are anatomy and conclusion for 1,600. Solve that puzzle.
Ass.
Ass. It's not that either. It is not that, I'm afraid. And it's also not I hate this game, JB. The boss is very clear about that. Just me, these things in my room. Okay, next clue. 8 letters long it is. Here we go. N I E E M N. Matt.
Eminent.
Can't take it. Back on the buzzers. E. Milk.
Eminence.
Eminence is correct, yes. Lulu, you will need another exclamation mark on the end. Just one won't be enough. You need 2 in one message for it to buzz in. Just be aware of that. But Milk, well done. Eminence is correct, or eminence is correct. Control the keyboard to you.
Let's go for an N.
N. Yes, 3 N's in the puzzle. Nice pick. And your second pick?
And the E as an echo.
And the E. Echo, 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 echo. Good pick as well. 4 E's in the puzzle. So your clues are anatomy, conclusion, and eminence. For 3,000. Solve the puzzle. No. I'm going to time that one out. Congratulations to Mark solving first. That gets you up to 5,600 for that solve. Back of the buzzers for our 3 players here. Your 4th clue is 7 letters long. E S A R T B. Matt.
Batters.
It's not batters. No. Anybody else?
Oh.
Milk.
Bathers?
Bathers is correct. Yes. Bathers is the answer there. So, back to you, Milk, on the keyboard. Where do you want to go?
Let's try an I.
Go for an I. Okay. Yes, there are 3 I's in the puzzle. And your second clue?
And I think I gotta try the P.
What did I say about accidental Wheel After Dark puzzles? So, there is a P there, yes. So, your clues are anatomy, conclusion, eminence, and bathers. For 3,800. Solve the puzzle.
No.
Okay. We go back on the buses then. Moving on to clue number 5. It is 7 letters long. L H S A L P. Matt.
Oh, for God's sakes. Phallus.
Yeah, not that we needed a clue, but yeah, that's a clue. It's phallus. So another 200 to you, and you get to pick some letters.
Right, okay. Good grief.
It's just up there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to...
It's just up there.
Yes. Yes. C for Cobra.
Try to dodge just the penis on the board. Yes, there's a C. Your second pick.
L for Lima.
And the L.
Let's hope it is. Oh.
There are 2 L's in the puzzle. So your clues are anatomy, conclusion, eminence, bathers, and phallus. For 4,400. Solve that puzzle.
No.
Okay then. I guess we're going to our final clue then for this puzzle. This one comes courtesy of a 2-word clue. It is 5-6. U D D P H Y I milk.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy is correct. I did see your buzz there, Lulu. You were so close on the buzzer there. But milk takes it on this one. 2 more letters to pick. There's not much to pick from now.
I would like an H, please.
H, you say. There are 3 of those. And your second pick.
And an R.
An R. If I can actually click the R. So clearly I'm distracted by the penis on the board. Your clues are anatomy, conclusion, eminence, bathers, phallus, and Eddie Murphy. For 5,400, solve that puzzle.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. Yeah, I might have to get the horny klaxon. 5,400 going to Milk there for that solve of the puzzle. Congratulations. Brings your total up to 7,900. Lulu and Clive on 2,300. Matt and Puzzlenut on 800. So
I'm actually crying.
you're actually crying. Yeah, just imagine this for Wheel After Dark. Maybe just turned up by another couple of notches. Excuse me.
Because it's clean.
Mark now in the lead on 7,700, then AB Meese 5,100, and then Top at 4,800. Welcome to the game theory. Let me just turn that score bar on for you. There we are. And also to 666, welcome to the game. Let me just turn that score bar on for you. There we are.
The last time I saw a penis that proud on stream, my lawyers aren't allowed to let me finish the story.
Very much so. And welcome to the game, Maxio. Let me just turn that score bar on for you. Okay, moving on to puzzle number 4. And you'll be delighted that there are also 6 words this time rather than 7, but there are still quite a few words to pick from. We switch back to Only Puzzledan and Clive. Get ready on the buzzers. Your first clue is 10 letters long. Yes, we're starting big again. A. O. Let's go. I. N. F. L. Clive.
California.
California is very much the case. So let's have a look at the keyboard. There are the letters on offer for you, including again the star punctuation, and of course there's a stinger out there somewhere.
Oh, it's a stinger.
Where do you want to go?
I can't resist. Let's go to the star.
Ooh, the allure of the star. Okay, 2 hyphens with a gap in the middle. Interesting. Well, you get a second pick.
I'll have the A then, please.
You go for an A. Doesn't go there, but there are 4 of them. So your clue's California for 1,200. Solve that puzzle.
No, thank you.
Back to the buzzers we go then. Your second clue is 7 letters long. E. E. S. L. F. Clive.
Females?
Females is correct. Just nipping only there. Very, very close to the buzz as it was. Again, Clive, keyboard, where do you want to go?
How about O, please?
How about O? Maybe try to fill in that gap.
Ideally.
That one does, yes. 4 O's in the puzzle, including the one in the middle of those hyphens. And your second pick?
I'm sated now. I'll go for the L.
The L. There are 4 L's in the puzzle. So your clues are California and females. For 2,800, solve the puzzle.
Not yet.
Okay, back to the buzzers we go. Third clue, back to 10 letters we go. Y U N I V. Puzzle Dan.
University.
University is correct, and you are beaten by Clive mistyping the buzzer. So welcome to this puzzle here, Puzzle Dan. You get to pick some letters.
Oh, it's tea time, obviously.
It's tea time, you say. 2 T's in the puzzle there for you.
Okay.
And your second pick.
Let's go for the S.
And the S. There are 3 S's in the puzzle. JB, first to solve the puzzle. Well done to you. Your clues, Puzzle Dan, are California, females, and university. Apparently this was literally a Wheel After Dark puzzle, so I guess we are just doing that tonight. For 3,800, Puzzle Dan, solve the puzzle.
Not a Scooby.
Okay, back to the buzzers we go then. Your fourth clue is, well, it's going to report 7 letters, but there's a hyphen somewhere in there. There it is. E N P. Clive.
10-pin.
10-pin is correct. Another 200 to you, and control of the keyboard back to you.
He's
R,
reading
please.
my mind.
R. There are 3 R's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
M, please. For magic.
Thank you for the clarification. 2 M's in the puzzle there. So your clues are California, females, university, and 10-pin. For 4,800, solve the puzzle.
Still can't.
Okay. Back to the buzzers we go then. Your penultimate clue for this puzzle is 2 words, 6, 6. So yes, there's a lot of letters. You've got E, Y, O, R, M, H. Oni!
Comedy. Oh,
No, out of time. Back on the buzzers. R. Puzzle Dan.
Comedy horror.
Comedy horror is correct. Yes, I couldn't give you too long there, Oni. So, Puzzle Dan, over to you. But before we do that, I've got a raid coming in from Mr. Quizzy Dan. A raid of 12. Welcome on in, Quizzy Dan Raiders. You've seen other backsides. Hopefully not my backside. Although the way these puzzles are going, who knows? I hope you're doing well, Quizzy Dan. Welcome on in. Puzzle Dan, you've got control of the keyboard. We only have 8 letters left to pick from. Where do you want to go?
Can I go for the N,
You
please?
can indeed. Let's see if there are any in there. Yes, there's 1 N in the puzzle.
Oh.
Do you have a second pick, though?
H.
Go for the H. There's one of those as well. So your clues are California, females, university, 10-pin, and comedy horror. For 5,200, solve the puzzle.
I don't have it all.
Don't have it
Unfortunately.
all. Okay. So going back to the buzzers then for your final clue word, which is 8 letters long. T I H I S E. Clive.
80s.
80s is correct. So the final selection goes to you. 2 more letters out of the remaining 6.
Great. I'll have to go for E.
Have to go for E. Some desperation setting in, potentially. 3 E's in the puzzle, though, so good selection. And the final selection.
Okay, I guess it could be. I'll go for B for bear.
Thinking it could be. And it absolutely is. 4
okay.
B's in total. So your clues are California, females, university, 10-pin, comedy horror, and 80s. For 6,600, solve the puzzle.
Sorority babes in the slime ball bowlerama.
Means nothing to me, but apparently means something to some people.
Join the club.
Well done on solving that puzzle there, Clive. 6,600 going to you, and yeah, JB saying
You're
this
so
is
good at
basically a
this.
Wheel After Dark puzzle. And Hollow in chat saying he has heard of it, or they've heard of it. I have no idea, but apparently it's a thing. So, it's a very interesting game here. Lulu and Clive now in the lead, 9,700. Milk and Oni in second place, 7,900. Matt and Puzzledown, 1,200. But could still be anybody's game as we go into the latter part of the game, because the points get increased to 300 for each letter and for each clue solved. JB, you are now in the lead, good sir, on 10,600. Then Mark on 9,500 and Lingo on 6,900. So doing very well there, JB. And we have a Nurbeck Games now joining in. Nurbeck, I'll put a score bar on for you. And we'll get on to puzzle number 5, which is the following. There are 5 words in this puzzle for Milk, Matt, and for Lulu. Top and misses being in first place. You see, that's what happens. You get a taste of the medals, and suddenly I miss being in the medal places. So 5 words to go for in the puzzle, but your first clue is 2 words in total. 4-8. G N U R S T E L. Milk.
Full strength.
Full strength is correct. Getting 300 for that. And let's have a look at some letters, shall we? There they all are. Punctuation is not in this puzzle this time, though, so just letters to consider. Where do you want to go? Of course, there's a stinger somewhere, you know that.
Let's start with an A.
An A!
An apple.
Yeah, there are 3 A's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
And S as in Susan.
And the other corner. Hoping for that S. No, unfortunately not. 2 S's. So your clue is full strength for 1,500. Solve the puzzle.
Nope, can't do it.
Okay. It's kind of there. It's sort of it's trying to be, but it's not quite there. Okay, back on the buzzers. Second clue is 2 words again. 3-4 this time. Much shorter. A L R W C. Lulu.
Ooh.
Low card.
So say that again.
Low card.
Oh, I can't take that, I'm afraid. B. Matt.
That's unfortunate. Low carb.
Low carb. Yes, not low card, I'm afraid. It's a different word. Matt, you have control. That is really unlucky, though. You get 2 picks here. Matt, where do you want to go?
T, please, for tango.
A T. 2 T's. And another pick.
Oh, sod it. Let's have some fun. X for X-ray.
Okay, here we go. 4 X's.
I wasn't expecting that.
So your clues are full strength and low carb.
Pass.
For 3. Oh, right, okay. We'll just skip over that. I thought that X was never going to get picked here, but okay, we really are going all in on the craziness here. Okay, your third pick, and well, it's 9 letters long, and someone's going to regret not being a player, I think, in this round. I A C L O L. Matt.
Alcoholic.
It is alcoholic, yes. Matt's got control. Where do you want to go?
C for Charlie.
C for Charlie. We'll say we're not talking about words here, but the official title of the answer it is correct to have those 4 X's there. There is one C, and you have another pick.
R for Romeo, please.
An R, you say? Yeah, there are 3 R's in the puzzle. So your clues are full strength, low carb, and alcoholic. For 4,500, solve the puzzle.
Arse.
Okay, back to the buzzers we go for your 4th clue, which is 10 letters long. I, A, U, S, milk.
Australian?
Australian to you as well, yes. Got control of the keyboard. Where would you like to go?
Let's try the G.
The G. 2 of those. And second pick.
And E, please.
Going for one of the vowels. E. Good pick. 4 E's in the puzzle. So your clues are full strength, low carb, alcoholic, and Australian. For 6,300, solve the puzzle.
Yeah, can't do it quite yet.
Not quite yet, but Ralph can in the audience, first to solve it. Just pipping Theory of Game to the solve. Well done to you too. Okay, back to the buzzers. And this is probably a redundant clue, but we've got to get through it anyway. 7 letters long. S T R E E T. That's all you're getting. Lulu.
Letters.
Letters is correct. Nice guess there.
Finally!
Bringing you up to 10,000 and finally getting you into the game, Lulu. That's what we love to see. So, I mean, you could have the winning move here. Let's pick 2 letters. Avoid that stinger, though.
Well, I doubt so, but let's try the N as in November.
November N, okay. There is 1 N in the puzzle. And you got a second pick.
I'll try the H.
And the H. There's 1 of those as well. So, your clues are full strength, low carb, alcoholic, Australian, and letters. For 6,900, nice points, solve the puzzle.
Pennsylvania XXXX Saver, the porno.
It's not, I'm afraid. I can't take that on, I'm afraid. So we're going back to the buzzers. Your final pick here, your final clue. Also a bit of a redundant clue, but good luck. 7 letters in this one. T, T, E, Q. A, Matt.
Quartet.
Quartet is correct, yes, lining up with the letters there to basically egg you on to figuring out what those X's are, or what that word is supposed to be, but it's X's. You have 2 letters left to pick, Matt. Avoid that stinger.
Just trying to work out which ones I know are in there. B for Bravo.
Go for the B. It's 1 of those. And another pick.
L for Lima.
And the L. 2 of those in the puzzle. So your clues are full strength, low carb, alcoholic, Australian, letters, and quartet. For 7,800, and the only free guess here until we go on the buzzers, if you can't get it, solve the puzzle.
It's that third word. I can't get it.
You might as well go for a guess. This is your only chance of getting a free guess.
Castlemaine, Triple X, Mauler Bright Lager.
Not correct, I'm afraid. So,
Okay.
we are going to reveal letters in the puzzle 1 by 1. Get ready on the buzzers. If you think you know what it is, buzz in. If you're ready, let's start revealing. I, M, Matt.
Castlemaine, Triple X Slimmer Bright Lager. No, it's
Not
not.
correct. Back on the buzzers. Lulu.
Castlemaine Quadruple X Summer Bright Lager.
That is correct. Yes.
Wow.
Lulu, I'm so proud.
And I don't even know what it is.
It's a drink, is what it is, isn't it, Tony?
Australians won't give a 4X about anything else.
There you go. So yeah, even if you were to work out the other words there, Matt, I wouldn't have accepted triple X because there's 4 of them.
Oh shit!
I had my hand, my knuckle in my mouth, and I was screaming the entire bloody round.
Yeah, Castlemaine 4X, Summer Bright Lager, or I'd take Quadruple X.
Never
It's
had
basically
it.
the same.
Thought it
Neither have I.
I remember
Neither
the
have I.
adverts from the 90s, and I thought it didn't exist anymore.
I think it does exist in some way.
Really?
Problem me, Ash, is
Well,
I
it
don't
was
drink.
funny.
So.
If any help my way, I had also first been thinking Castlevania 4X, but I'm pretty sure there's never been a Castlevania 20 anyway. Well, 4X is 40, but yeah, 40. Either way. Castlemaine was what we're looking for there, and Lulu and Clive taking quite a big lead there, 17,800. Milk and Oni 8,500. Matt and Puzzleland 2,100. But we do still have one puzzle left in this game. If I can actually select round 6, which apparently I can't. Why can't I select round 6? That's going to be fun. Let's change the formatting so that I can change round 6. Add another item. Drop. Option 6. There we go. Now I can choose round 6. Let's have a look at the leaderboard in the audience. JB still holding on to the lead, 13,900. Then it's Mark, 12,800, and Ralph, 11,100. Getting the first to solve that one. Now you declare yourself the winner, JB, but we do still have one more game to play, one more round to play. And Matt, thank you very much for gifting out a sub there to Lulu. That's very generous of you.
He hit the red. He declared himself out.
Okay, final puzzle. Oni, Dan, and Clive, please stand up for 7 words in this final puzzle. And if you're ready, your first clue, well, it's going to start big, and then we're going to get even bigger still. 10 letters in your first clue here. Good luck. R, E, E, T, C, H, I, H. Clive.
Chichester?
Chichester is correct, yes. Nicely done. 300 to you, and first look at the keyboard. Oh, lots of letters to pick from, and the star is once again being enticing. So, what would you like to do?
I'll have the star, please.
Alright, so let's allay the fears of the punctuation. We do have 2 commas at the end of words 2 and 4. And your second pick?
I'm always surprised to see the X lit up, so let's try that.
Okay, well, we had the 4X earlier. Just the 1X this time. So, your clue is Chichester. Not really much to go for, really, but 900 points there. Can you solve the puzzle?
No.
Okay, fair enough. So from a 10-letter clue, we go to a 14-letter clue.
Oh.
Here we go. R.
Why do you hurt
M,
JPB?
H, G, B, D, C. Oni.
Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire is correct, yes. So you've got control of the keyboard. And where do you want to go?
E. Let's go for E.
E.
Right, The Shaman in 1992.
Decent pick. 3 E's in the puzzle. And your second pick?
Let's go for A.
And another vowel.
Like The Fonz in 1976.
A. 4 A's in the puzzle. So your clues are Chichester and Cambridgeshire. For 3,000, solve the puzzle.
I'd love to, but I'm busy washing my hair.
Oh, okay, we won't bother you. So your next clue, if you want to go for it, it is 7 letters long. B. O. S. I. R. Only.
Bristol.
Bristol's correct. You've got control of the keyboard once again. Where do you want to go?
Well, we've got to go for the L, haven't we?
I mean, do you?
Yes.
Does complete the word? Yes, it does.
I have been to none of those regions, so my line of question is fucked.
Just the one L in the puzzle, but many other letters to go for. Where next?
Let's go for D.
Go for the D. Yeah, there's a D there. So your clues are Chichester, Cambridgeshire, and Bristol. It's just a weird combination, but there you go. For 3,600, solve the puzzle.
I don't know any other Alexes who aren't me. I'm so self-centered.
Oh, focus on the window and press the button, Ashley. There we go. Okay, back to the buzz as we go. Your fourth clue is 7 letters long. C. E. C. O. I. Clive.
Can't work it out this time. Comedic.
I buzzed you out, I'm afraid. Back on the buzzers, M. Oni.
Thanks, comedic.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
You should have kept your mouth shut, yeah.
I am happy to eat your table scraps. It's fine.
Comedic.
I pressed it whilst it was class after Clive said it, so it wasn't in time.
Pity. Pity.
That was rather comedic, yes. Oni, you've got control of the keyboard.
I'm gonna go with an N.
What the hell accent was that?
I don't even know anymore.
Well, what it does, it gets you 3 N's.
Okay, let's pop back here. I'm gonna go for an I in the corner.
Another of those vowels, you say? Yeah, there's only one of them, though. So your clues are Chichester, Cambridgeshire, Bristol, and comedic. For 4,800, solve the puzzle.
Alex, neat, I, and I.
I'm afraid I can't take that. So
I gathered you wouldn't.
Back to the clues. Your penultimate clue. Yes, we're already at that point in this puzzle. 9 letters long. E. H. O. R. E. Clive.
Thank God. Threesome.
Those 3 words put together,
Okay.
sure. Okay, that's now been established. Clive,
Are you
please.
supposed to say thank God after?
Anyway, Clive, pick some letters, please.
Yes, please. O, please.
Yeah, also known as the triple header in Moneybags. Yes, it's threesome. 2 O's there, and we are getting a flurry of correct answers in the audience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
your
there we
second
go.
pick?
T, please.
And a T. Sounding fairly confident there.
Yes.
2
It's nice to
Ts.
recognize one of these answers.
So your clues are Chichester, Cambridgeshire, Bristol, comedic threesome. For the game, solve the puzzle.
Alex Horn, Tim Key, and Mark Watson.
Absolutely
bloody
correct. And any clues of what you think the final clue would have been?
We need answers.
not that one,
No
though.
more jockeys.
No more jockeys was the one we had,
Yeah.
yes. But hey, good call on we need answers. Yeah, we definitely need answers. 6,000 going to you and to Lulu, bringing you up to a resounding win there on 24,400. Congratulations to you two. You're going to be playing the bonus round in a moment. Milk and Oni, 9,400. You did pretty well, but unfortunately couldn't beat the might of Clive and Lulu. And Matt the Ref and Puzzledan, 2,100. It was just a bit of a difficult game there, but I hope you four had a load of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Clive's able to control the toss-ups like he did there, there's pretty much naught you can do.
I mean, there is,
You
if
just have-
Clive
you
messes up. Maybe.
If, yes. I will happily collect your table scraps, as I did.
Well, Matt, Puzzledan, Milk, and Oni, thank you very much for playing. We'll catch you later.
Thanks very much, Ash. Look after
Thanks,
yourself.
Ash, as always.
Bye, my see. Thank you, and other French pleasantries. See you around.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Thank you.
So, Lulu and Clive, congratulations on making it through to the bonus round. What we're going to be doing now is going to give you 3 categories to pick from, and we'll then have 6 clues in those categories that you need to solve. You just need to shout out answers to me on what you think the answers are, and if you can get all of them solved in 60 seconds or less, then you get some bonus duits on top of everything. So let's have a look at the categories first. and of course the audience game, because I forget that exists. But JB is our audience winner tonight with a total of 18,100. JB, very well done. Second place goes to AB Me, 15,100. Third place to Ralph, 14,100. And all of the points there converted to doots for you in the audience. You did a thing! You absolutely did do a thing there, JB. Congratulations. So, Clive and Lulu, here come your 3 different categories to pick from. Which would you like out of Grand National Winners, Japanese Puzzles, or Top Row Keyboard Words? Rather esoteric options here, but that's what you got to pick from.
Yeah.
Just a little question. Top row keyboard words, is it in QWERTY?
That I would presume is QWERTY, yes. Not Azerty, not Dvorak, no.
Okay. What do you think about because Grand National Winners, I'm not English, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I don't care about horse racing, so I'm also screwed.
So maybe Japanese puzzles?
I can name 3 of them, so it's a start. If you like them, let's go for it.
Because top row keyboard words is, I'm in Azerty, so I'm screwed.
Yeah, it doesn't really give us anything to sink our teeth into, because we know which letters are going to pop up. It's just the order.
Well,
we can yell typewriter, and then after that, where are we going to go?
Well, funny you say that, because actually I know QWERTY from the top row only, so we might have a chance.
I'll leave it up to you.
Plouf, plouf, ce sera toi que je choisirai au bout de 3. 1, 2, 3. Top row keyboards words.
Is that what you want to go for? Top row, yeah?
Yeah. Final.
Okay, final answer, there we go. I'll save you the effort and say it's not typewriter.
Oh, piss.
I'll save you that effort. So it's not going to be typewriter on any of these. So you've got 6 words to solve in 60 seconds or less. They are all top row keyboard words on a QWERTY keyboard. I can prove that because there's some cues in some of these. So if you're ready, 60 seconds, just shout out answers. Time starts now. P. T. P.
Perpetuity?
Correct. Next. Q. T. T. U. E.
Etiquette.
Etiquette is correct. Next. T. E. O. P. P. R.
Propriety?
No.
Proprietor.
Proprietor is correct. Yes. Next. R. E. U. R. P. R. E. Q.
Procedure.
Pre-require.
Pre-require is correct. Next. E. T. R. E. R. I.
Reversible.
No. O.
Repertoire.
Repertoire is correct. Last
Repertoire.
one and out of time. You did very well with those words. And that last word was the literal worst. I don't think I've even heard of this last word before. Any guesses from chat from a single R? I'll give you a right chance.
Typewritery.
Typewritery. It's not quite that, I'm afraid. Typewriter. No, I don't think anyone was going to get this one. It was a rupture wart.
Ooh, I think we would have needed about 20 seconds for that to fill in all the way.
Rupture wart, whatever the heck that is. So, you managed to get 5 of 6, so we'll give you some points for that. Nearly solved the entire puzzle. Just out of curiosity on the Japanese puzzles, which ones were you going to sort of suggest at answering?
Well, obviously Sudoku, Kakuro, Sokoban,
Origami.
Alphabet,
Origami.
Tangram. Yeah, those were my 3.
Yeah, none of those would have appeared.
Yes.
I've heard of 2 of them. And the other 4 are completely new things I've never heard of before. So that would have been very interesting if you did pick that one. Though somehow, yeah, the chat, Tadara and Oni did manage to pick one of the 6 that would have appeared. Slitherlink would have been there.
Oh, didn't know that was Japanese.
Apparently that is a Japanese puzzle. So that there brings us to the end of All Clued Up. Thank you very much for playing there, Clive and Lulu. I hope you had fun.
Great fun. Cheers, Ash.
Always good to hear. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
It's time to wave. Wave! There's more things fly into my room because I've had to have the window open to cool the room down. It's been quite warm today, actually. And apparently today has been the day where all of the flying ants are out in force. Don't know why, but so yeah, today has been that day. Wave! 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 There we go. Brings us to a close there on All Clued Up. Thank you again, JPB, for that pack of All Clued Up. And I hope you all enjoyed that game as well. It's basically a little taster of what Wheel After Dark would be like over here, I suppose. With the yes, Your Highness, yes, the royal penis is clean, yes. 38 month from Sheldon. Thank you very much for the tier 3 sub there. Not much to say, honestly, just kidding. OMG, 38 months, how crazy is that? Absolutely phenomenally crazy there, Sheldon. Thank you for the 38 month resub. And also 7-month resub from Kamikaze saying, message to Clive, loose lips sink ships. Thank you very much for the 7-month resub there, Kamikaze. Appreciate that. Yeah, we had 4 X's and Royal Dongs. Truly a glorious Wednesday night. That was what we had this evening. Oh, it's been a right stream, this, hasn't it? We've had some very, very swingy emotions tonight, must be said. The sort of the dour tones at the beginning, and then the fun with the relativity pack by Bassoonist and that pack there from JPB. It's been a right night. This very, very weird night. It's what it is, I suppose. I do hope the happiness continues, Shadow. I really do. But we'll take it. We'll take it a stream at a time, not force it, and we see how it all plays out, I suppose. Right. Well, we do have one final thing left to do this evening. If Pretzel wants to stop its music, because apparently Pretzel can't fix their shit anymore. Keeps continuing to break stuff. I said pause. You see, I pressed pause multiple times. At least it now has the fade out on the pause. Actually does that now, but doesn't fix the auto playing the next track thing, which is something they've introduced as a bug. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining because otherwise I'm going to get into the into that mood again, aren't I? Spin time! No, spin time, I said. There's another thing flies in my room. Go away. Let's see what we've got. We haven't had a marble run in a while. And I have added a marble run wedge in place of one of the shot in the darks. So what will happen? Despite that, we're still going to shot in the dark. Oh my god. Another one. Another one. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright then, let me get a card out. Let's do that one. Let's do that. Are we allowed a veto? No, the wheel is final. The wheel makes decisions for us all, and it is final. You have to live it and learn it. Let me find the Shot in the Dark app then. And we find a question to ask. Yeah, we were talking about this thing earlier, so you know what? That might be a good question to ask. Let me do that. No veto without a 30-minute jail period, very much so. let me edit the question, making sure that it's not actually being reflected in the monitor quite. Not quite. I can get away with it. Let's do that. Okay, we're going to go for that question, I think. That's going to be a very interesting question to go for. Yeah, so this is a relativity style question. Just whoever is closest to the mark gets the points. We've got 20,000 dukes on offer for this question. So, let me show the thing. Whisper to Quizbot 3000, usual kind of rules. Let me sort my window out here. And this one you will need units for. And the units will be time related. I shouldn't need to tell you what specific units we want, but it's going to be a time that we're asking for. So the question for you to consider is the following, if I can bring it on screen right now. There we go. So an average NFL game lasts for over 3 hours and 12 minutes and has over 100 adverts. But for the average NFL game, how long is the ball in play? So we've already given you an upper limit that an NFL game lasts for over 3 hours and 12 minutes. But for how long is the ball typically in play for an average NFL game? Give me an answer. With units on the end, whisper please to Quizbot 3000 Nurbeck. Same with you, Lulu. Please whisper to Quizbot 3000. Otherwise, I may not take your answer through. And while you do that, let me quickly go through and see who is closest. I have to manually do this at the moment. Okay. 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 What was that guess? Okay. What was that guess? Okay. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a quick calculation on this one. Okay. Last few seconds to get an answer in. And then we'll call it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Now, seeing the answers come through on this one was very interesting. Because whoever was closest really developed over time on this one. So, first closest guess that came through was Topper. Came with an answer of 22 minutes. Which is pretty good. Claire came in a little closer than that. With 15 minutes. We are going lower. And that is closer. We then got a guess of 13 minutes from Theory of Game. And they were closer still. We then got a guess, and you're going to hate this one, Theory. We then got a guess from JB, who guessed 12 minutes and 21 seconds. And is closer. Beating Theory by 39 seconds. But is JB closest? Well, we also got a guess very, very close of 9 minutes and 15 seconds from AB Me. Between you two, it is a very, very close contest as to who is closer. And when I mean close contest, I mean 20 seconds in it. To call back to Puzzle Dan's 19 seconds in it, we've got 20 seconds in it on this one. The correct answer is... I should have a relativity slider at this point, but I don't. The correct answer that we're looking for was 11 minutes, meaning only 1 minute and 21 seconds off. JB is our winner! JB Henry getting 20,000 doots. Congratulations to you. You've won already today, give it to someone else? Oh, that's very generous of you. In which case, then, I will give some points out to AB Me then. AB Me gonna get 20,000 to you. Congratulations, AB Me. On an equally great guess there of 9 minutes and 15 seconds. But yeah, you would have been 1 minute 45 seconds off, and JB was 1 minute and 21 seconds off. So 24 seconds the difference actually in the end. What was the worst answer given? I tend not to reveal that on this game because I'd rather not. I'd rather not actually. Do you remember to take doots from JB? I mean, I don't have to. I could just give you both doots instead. Quite simply, I can just do that. So. In light of what we've been talking about this stream, that's happening. And also, I think he's underage because I'm pretty certain he was in Discord over Christmas, and he's said while on video that he was younger than 13, so he shouldn't even be on the platform due to copper. Anyway. Thank you very much, everyone, for this stream, and thank you for watching all of this and taking it all in. And hopefully, we can continue on with everything in a better state overall, with everyone doing their best for the community at large. Hopefully, as I'll keep saying the word "hopefully" over and over and over again until it makes no sense to me anymore. Friday is going to be a big stream, as I say. Hopefully, if we can get everything done, it's going to be Doot Drop, third game of that, actually, technically, of Doot Drop by Samster, 100% by Lewis, Toot, and Mr. Vertigo. It's a triple pack there, and then 1,000 heartbeats to fill in the rest of the scheduled time for that stream. I hope you'll enjoy that stream on Friday. Topper normally would be streaming tomorrow evening, but is taking a little break on this week for mental reasons, and that's absolutely fair. So we'll see Topper again in a couple of weeks' time on stream, I believe, because he's going to Manchester next Thursday. So do take care, Topper. Do take care. Hope everything's all good with you, and enjoy Manchester. Do enjoy Manchester. And that is it for me. I will see you on Friday for the other part of my week of quiz night. Take care, folks, and be kind to each other. It's only Manchester. Bye.